station.
The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
The exclusive home of the Priceville Bulldogs. Fun Radio 104.9 FM. Now from the Holly Blackwood Realty broadcast booth, this is the Priceville Bulldog pregame show, brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Welcome in to the Priceville Bulldog preview show, brought to you by North Alabama Farmers Co-op. Different name, but the same great prices and products you've come to know and love. I'm Adam Ward alongside Cody Walker, Ken Williams, as we get you set for Priceville Bulldog football here on 104.9 FM. David Sharp, Bo Goss, and Bubba Thrash all going to carry you around 6:30 or so and take you the rest of the way as the Priceville Bulldogs head down to the Lions Den this evening, rather the Tigers Den, I should say. The Ardmore Tigers, the first region foe up for the Priceville Bulldogs. We'll dive deep into this ball game as we get you set for tonight's region opening action. Ken Williams has got a look now at our Gilbert and Belfort in-game scoreboard. Ken, you're going to be on this very frequency tonight with David and the crew, keeping everybody up to date on these games across North Alabama.
That is correct. Let's get a rundown of what's happening this Friday night. Arab will travel to Sardis. Austin will make a trip to Sparkman. Buckhorn will get on the bus to Gadsden City. Cold Springs will make a trip to Susan Moore. Collinsville will travel to Fife. Columbia will go to Muscle Shoals. Coleman will go to Athens. DAR will make a trip to Madison Academy. Decatur will make a trip to Lexington. Danville will get on the bus to go to Deshler. Douglas will travel to Hayden. Fairview will go to West Point. Florence will go to Albertville. Geraldine will travel to Asbury. Glencoe will travel to J.B. Pennington. Gunnersville will make a trip to Brewer. Hazel Green will make a trip to May Jemison. Huntsville will travel to Grissom. James Clemens will make a short trip to Bob Jones. Jasper will go to Decatur. Lee will travel to Southside. Madison County will see action at North Jackson. North Sand Mountain will see action at Sandrock. Priceville will travel to Ardmore. Randolph will travel to Plainview. Scottsboro will make a trip to Boaz. Section will make a trip to Pisgah. St. John Paul the Deuce will travel to Westminster Christian. Sylvania will travel to Holly Pond. Tanner will travel to Winston County. Valley Head will make a trip to Galesville. West End will make a trip to Faultville. West Limestone will go to West Morgan. Whitesburg Christian will go to Brindley Mountain. And Woodville will hop on their bus and go to Iders.
Cody Walker, as we get you set for tonight's action between Priceville and the Ardmore Tigers. One game off of that list you're looking at, keeping an eye on tonight that has piqued your interest.
Yeah, Huntsville and Grissom. This is one of those rivalries that goes back. Grissom breaking in their now new permanent home at Joe Davis Stadium, hosting for the first time a Huntsville team coming in. That this was a really good game, a season ago, coming down to last possession. Huntsville really had to hang on against Grissom. Grissom trying to turn the corner. Huntsville really been 5-5 the last two seasons, trying to take that next step, and they have to take care of business against the Grissom team that they should expect to win. But Grissom has got upset on their mind, and I think it's going to be a really good game.
All right, before we really deep dive into this one, just a real quick going backwards, if you will. Priceville has already, Cody, matched their win total from a season ago, now under second-year head football coach Seth Parker, and it wasn't even close. Brewer got a win in this game last year before revenge-minded Priceville just honestly curb-stomped them 40-13 last week. How big a win was this for Priceville? We talked about the questions going in that Priceville trying to figure out who they were. You had Columbia the week before, so you really didn't know anything about yourself, with all respect to the Columbia Eagles. You didn't come out of that game with a lot of questions answered. There was just no way that was going to happen. Brewer, however, provided a little bit more opposition, I would think, and still you came out in a drubbing of your Highway 67 rival. Let's take the break. When we come back, we're going to deep dive into the Ardmore Tigers. Get you set for their matchup tonight with Priceville, a game in which you'll hear right here on 104.9 FM. Coming up at 6:30, we will toss it over to Bo, David, and Bubba. They'll have the call tonight beginning at 6:30. Stay with us as we continue the Priceville Bulldog preview show brought to you by North Alabama Farmers Co-op here on 104.9 FM.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special, a time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Toilet, Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Now back to the Priceville Bulldog pregame show on Fun Radio 104.9 FM. Brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Rolling right along as we count down to kickoff here on 104.9 FM. This is the North Alabama Farmers Co-op preview show presented by your North Alabama Farmers Co-op. New name, same great prices and products that you've come to love, that you need for your farm, home, a garden, whatever it might be. North Alabama Farmers Co-op can handle it for you. I'm Adam Ward alongside Cody Walker and Ken Williams. Before we go any further, let's check a look at our weather forecast courtesy of our friends over at the Way 31 Storm Tracker Weather Center.
From the Way 31 Storm Tracker Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Grace Anello. We're going to keep sunshine for the rest of the daytime hours today. Our high temperature feeling like the mid and upper 90s. As we move into tonight, we do have severe weather risks. A level 1 out of 5 for most of us, a level 2 out of 5 for southern Tennessee and the Shoals. We will see scattered rain and storms on again, off again throughout the overnight hours, bringing gusty wind as your greatest threat. This will last until early Saturday morning. I'm Way 31 meteorologist Grace Anello.
Cody Walker, let's deep dive into the Ardmore Tigers. And this one, as you mentioned a moment ago, this is that next step up in competition, if you will, from Columbia to Brewer, now to Ardmore, a road game for the Priceville Bulldogs. Ardmore, they have put out 92 total points in 2 games and only allowed 12. They beat Tanner on the road 2 weeks ago, in week 0, 44-6. Before last week, getting just a little bit better of a win versus Clements, their first home game, 48-6. This is not a slouchful Tigers football team.
No, this is a team that's really taken a big step up the last 2 seasons. They're a playoff team a season ago. Coach Snyder's got this team rolling, especially on offense. They got a quarterback, Alex King, had 3 passing touchdowns a week ago. Noah Stafford was his favorite target. King can throw the ball and drop it in a bucket. It's really impressive how he's really taking control of this offense. But they really want to make their identity on the ground. Javion Riddle is their star running back, but they also have Xavier Hawthorne. Took the majority of the carries a week ago against Clements. Ended up with 3 rushing touchdowns. They also had a kick return for a touchdown in that game as well. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I think they really want to take that next step at Ardmore to host a playoff game this season. I think that's one of the goals, try to knock off one of those top 2 behemoths and Fairview and Russellville, really, and that's really their goal in taking that next step. And they want to get that started with a win that they expect to get against Priceville.
Well, Cody, Bo Goss, David Sharp, Bubba Thrash, those gentlemen, as they always do, a fine job. They were able to get with the head football coach of the Ardmore Tigers and Coach Jonathan Snyder to catch up about tonight's action with the Priceville Bulldogs.
All right, guys, Dave and I are here. We have the privilege to be with Coach Snyder from the Ardmore Tigers. Coach, you started off great, sitting at 2-0. What have you learned about your team in these first 2 games that maybe you didn't know before the season kicked off?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think we're maybe a little bit tougher than maybe what I thought, and not necessarily from a physical perspective, but maybe from a mental perspective, especially on the defensive side. Now, obviously, playing it's nothing against Tanner and Clements by any stretch, but playing, teams underneath your classification, you're going to have more players. They're going to have more kids going both ways. So, eventually you're going to wear them down. But I do feel like defensively where we're replacing 7 starters, I feel like that our guys have grown up mentally on how to handle different things. Offensively, having a bunch of guys back, people knowing what you're going to try to do, but also having the mental toughness to overcome, blitzing a bunch of folks or having a bunch of folks in the box and still trying to get a run game going. I think it's something that was a question mark, and I'm not saying it's fully answered, but I feel like, in the first 2 games we were sort of on our way to maybe creating a little bit deeper mental toughness on things.
Well, Coach, the region starts tonight, and region games are where playoff spots get decided. How do you keep the players locked in and not complacent after such a good start for you guys?
Well, I feel like that these guys are trying to create their own legacy, their own whatever people remember them for this football team, and not based on anything else that's happened in the past. And I think that keeps us hungry. I think they obviously they enjoy winning a few games versus the losing aspect of things. So hopefully they understand how hard winning is, but how much to appreciate it. And sort of use that as motivation to where, we don't want the feeling of the losing side of things. We felt that long enough. And so maybe that's that extra motivation that we need. But I think they enjoy, having the opportunity to maybe, get in the playoffs or make a playoff run, whatever. And so that's a little motivation in itself as well.
Coach, I'd like to ask you real quick just to give out a shout out to anybody offensively and also anybody defensively or even special teams for the Ardmore Tigers so far.
Well, I think our quarterback, Alex King, and he's a 3-year starter. We've sort of been waiting on the development of him through the first 2 years, and now in year 3, we're starting to see a few things that, he can make some throws that he maybe had not been able to make in the past. That's going to help us maybe open the run game up a little bit, which, teams are obviously going to line up to try to stop the run, and, rightfully so. But I think Alex has had 2 nights where he's been really big for us. That's helped us get the run game going because he can make some throws. And, obviously I could go down the list, but, offensive line-wise, our running backs, Xavier Hawthorne, our other running back, he had four rushes for 113 yards last week and 2 touchdowns. He's touched the ball 8 times in 2 games and scored 3 touchdowns on those 8 touches. So, there's a lot of good things going on offensively. We need to get better. We're not very consistent, but hopefully that comes. Defensively, I feel like that we've had a couple of big nights out of our big nose guard, Aiden Ellis. He's 6'8", 340. He's finally starting to play like he can. Our inside linebackers, Azrael Lozano, Lucas Green, have been playing really, really well. We started a sophomore outside backer, Jalen Smith, and he was part of the week for us against Tanner. I mean, a lot of guys are stepping up, and it's doesn't make you satisfied, but you're like, okay, well, we can start working with some of this stuff. And of course, having our kicker back for year 3, Gabe Alejandro, who's a big force in the kicking game as well. So, lots of positives, but yeah, hey man, we still got a long way to go, and it's gonna be a hard-fought, rough night Friday night.
Well, Coach, I can tell you that they have a wonderful leader at the helm with the Ardmore Tigers. I've enjoyed getting to know you over the last few years. I look forward to seeing you tonight as Priceville makes the trip up 65 to Ardmore. If you could describe your team's personality in one word after the first 2 weeks have been played, what would it be?
I would say relentless. It's they keep going. I mean, and obviously our opponents, like I stated earlier, we're not playing 6A, 7A schools. It's not taking anything away from them, but it's one of those deals where our kids have been, doesn't matter the situation, they've been pretty relentless in trying to overcome adversity or handle success, all those types of things to this point. Now, all that means nothing going into the night. Region play starts, you pretty much wipe the scoreboard clean. It doesn't mean anything, not a hill of beans. But I do feel like our kids are starting to sort of carry that on a little bit, that they're relentless regardless of the circumstances around them.
Before we take a break, Cody, we're talking about a football coach here, and Coach Jonathan Snyder, that before this season, just 2 seasons ago, back in 23, you're talking about a 1-9 ball club. All of a sudden, you go 8-2 in the regular season. Your 2 losses, pretty darn good ones, if you will. Both to Fairview and to Russellville, the top 2 teams in that region from last year. By the way, that Fairview game, 28-6 lost that. The week before that, they beat this Priceville Ball Club 28-6 in their own right. This is a much improved football team in the Ardmore Tigers. Priceville, I think, will now figure out. I think when the final whistle, the final gun, the final horn, whatever you want to say, blows tonight, I think Priceville will have every question answered, whether it be good or bad. I think they'll have an answer for every question based off of the progression that we have seen from the Ardmore Tigers and how much they've improved in 2 seasons.
Yeah, we'll have a really good idea of how this region is going to shape up after the end of this night. You also have Fairview and West Point going on the other side, and this game tonight. So this region is going to shape up real quick in these first couple weeks.
All right, we will take the break. Be back with more of the Priceville Bulldog preview show right after this, presented by North Alabama Farmers Co-op. Back right after this on 104.9 FM.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 256-274-3461, and let's make a difference in our communities we call home.
Now back to the Priceville Bulldog pregame show on Fun Radio 104.9 FM. Brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Let's flip the page. Let's flip the coin, and let's take a look at what's coming up for the Priceville Bulldogs this evening here on 104.9 FM. I'm Adam Ward alongside Cody Walker and Ken Williams for another few minutes before we send it out to the stadium with David and Bo and Bubba, who will have the call of tonight's region opener between the Ardmore Tigers and the Priceville Bulldogs. We heard from Coach Jonathan Snyder come a little while ago. We're going to hear from the head football coach of the Priceville Bulldogs in his second season, Coach Seth Parker, coming up in just a moment. Cody, this is a huge matchup. We mentioned it a moment ago before we took the break. I think you have to know by the end of this one who you are, what you bring to the table, and frankly, who's going to be your – I hate to say it. I know coaches, for the most part, don't like that word stars. Who's going to be the stars? Who's going to be the guys that you can count on? You've got to have those answers figured out tonight because, again, this is an 8-2 ball club last season that very could have easily been had one of those other games gone their way, talking about hosting a playoff game.
Yeah, this is a huge step up in competition for the last couple of weeks, and it's going to be huge of how they respond because they're going to get hit in the mouth. They're going to get hit in the mouth early in this game. At one point, it's just going to happen. And how are they going to respond, and how are they going to go forward? Are they going to shake it off and move forward, or are they going to let that roll into another series and kind of escalate in a series of dominoes?
Let me ask you a question. When you play teams like Columbia and Brewer to start your season, you called it sort of a ladder earlier, taking that next step up the rungs up the ladder. And you look at the statistics anyway, 285 total yards on the ground for the Bulldogs versus about 80 to 90 through the air. Is this a ball club that you think has to have balance, or do you think that they're going to be able to have that ground and pound attack sort of be their bread and butter?
Well, just look at how successful they were, not in the far distant past. Just a couple of years ago, they were making deep runs in the playoffs in a wing T offense. And I'm sure that these kids came up in the youth programs and the junior high program that was running that offense, and that's what they do well. The offensive linemen know how to block that scheme. You just take those concepts, put them in different formations, and it's still the same type of offense. So I think that's what they've found out. This coaching staff found out going forward is what their talent set is really made for and what they're good at. and the play calling has followed suit.
All right, here's David, Bo, and Bubba, the guys. They sat down with head football coach Seth Parker in his second year of the Priceville Bulldogs to get his thoughts on the matchup this evening.
Coach, you have Ardmore tonight, a team that went 8-2 last season and made the playoffs. What do you expect out of them tonight?
Well, they're a very physical team. They're really big up front on both sides, and I think Coach Schneider's kind of tried to build his team and his program from the trenches out, and I think he's done a phenomenal job of doing that, man. They are a physical team that, I think we pride ourselves on being physical. That's who we want to be. And in a lot of ways, we kind of want to be like what we saw with Ardmore last year. We've kind of tried to mold ourselves a little bit towards that image. And so, obviously there's some differences there, but man, I expect the team's going to come out and they're going to run the ball. They're going to try to hit you in the mouth. And, I think that's kind of, something that we expect from them and something we got to be ready for. If we can combat that, I would feel like we have a chance to be in this thing and have a chance to win in the fourth quarter. But I know they're going to be physical, and they're extremely well coached. And, that's just a credit to Schneider and his staff.
Does playing a team that's built so similar to your own offense help you prepare for a game like this?
I think in some ways, yes, because it's really not even the plays. Like if you look at their plays or their schemes, you get a chance to see those, and obviously you have to go through those throughout the week, but it's more of kind of what we just talked about, the physicality of it, being prepared to, tackle a ball carrier 50, 60 times throughout a game. If the team's not going to put in the air a ton, you got to have the guys and the mentality to play downhill and consistently get stops in the box. And so, I think it certainly does help, but like kind of to your point, it helps them too. They're certainly prepared for a heavy run game as well, and again, just the team that executes better, I think will come out on top.
As you just said, they are a run heavy offense. What do the Bulldogs defense need to do to stop Riddle and Hawthorne's rushing attack?
Well, it's kind of one of those things where you say we're not going to stop them. Those two backs are really, really good. They both, I thought, were really, really good last year, and of course they're a year older, a year more experienced, more mature, more physically mature, emotionally mature, and all that. And they, the whole team, not just two backs, the whole team expects to win. I mean, that's what happens when you go 8-2 and make the playoffs and have a really good year. They expect to win, and so those two backs are going to run like that. And like I said, I don't think that it's necessarily stopping them. It's more so limiting them and making sure that, if we can limit them, not let somebody else beat us, because I know they've got some really good players around them. 11. I think the quarterback is a really, really good young quarterback. I know he shouldn't say young anymore from last year. He's very experienced and, looks definitely like an older player this year. And so, they've got players all over the place that are really good. Like you said, the two backs are as good as anybody in this region. And yeah, we got our work cut out for us, but we've got to limit them and then prevent other people from hurting us around them.
The opponent you have in front of you appears to be a little bit bigger than us up front. How have you coached the linemen in order to prepare for 4 quarters of pressure?
Yeah, they are huge. I mean, they certainly are bigger than us. I feel like we have decent size, but no, they are huge, especially the defensive front. Man, they got some really big boys. But I think it's still doing what we do. Technique can go a long way, and I think we've worked a lot at that this week and hand placement. Our steps and things like that. But sometimes when you got some guys that are really, really big, you want to test to see, maybe, do they move as well, or if we throw something different at them where, they may have to jump a different gap, how does that look? And so there's just a variety of ways to go about it. But ultimately, we gotta get in there and fight. Doesn't matter how big they are. We got to get in there and fight and be physical and use our size and our strength and technique to hopefully overcome that.
Who has had a really good week of practice this week that you as your coach expect a strong performance tonight?
I've been really proud of, we kind of rotate 2 tackles. We play Sawyer Gullion and Jacob Aldridge. They're our 5th and 6th guy on the offensive line right now. And both those guys, I think, have done a really good job in practice this week. They play hard. Sawyer's kind of hurt earlier in the year, and so didn't get a lot of summer. But to be able to come in and step up and do what he's done has been such a light for us. But also same with Jacob. I mean, he held it down for a long time there at right tackle, and we play a 6 lineman a lot of times. And so those two guys have really come on, really matured both, mentally, but also, as a football player, they've really grasped what we're doing, and proud of those guys. And obviously they're a big part of what we do because we do want to run the ball. And so I've been really pleased with their progression. And they've had a really good week. They're very detailed, very focused, and know how important they are to us.
Well, thank you, Coach. As always, we appreciate your time. You got a big one tonight. Good luck. Go Bulldogs.
Hey, thank you, David. Go Bulldogs.
Spending a final few seconds here with you as we get ready to toss it out to the stadium down in Ardmore, Alabama, where the Tigers await the Bulldogs of Priceville. And Bo, David, and Bubba will have the call coming up in just a few moments. They'll carry you the way throughout the rest of this North Alabama Farmers Co-op pregame show. And we're going to enjoy high school football across the board. Ken Williams, you will also be joining the crew this evening for our Gilbert and Beaufort in-game scoreboard check-ins. Looking forward to it, my friend. I hope you have a great night and a great call.
Oh, we're looking forward to it, too. Cody and I sit next to each other, just kind of punching in scores and trying to follow as much gameplay as we can.
And Cody Walker for Priceville to get the win tonight. Priceville must do what?
Yeah, run the ball. It's going to be Bronson Carroll. He had 5 touchdowns a week ago. I think that it's going to be getting the ball to him. They got the 2 quarterbacks, Jack Eubanks and Sheldon Graham, getting them in the plays that work well to their skill sets is what they found out a week ago, and they're going to have to keep up with the scoring. I think Ardmore's going to put some points up, so they're going to have to follow suit and keep it close in that way.
Run the ball, play keep away. Can't score an offense if you don't have the football. So maybe that be the factor.
Yeah.
Going a 7.5 minute drive, Alabama, Florida State, before all the wheels on the bus went off. I said it. There's the downer. All right, let's get you out to the stadium right after this. Priceville and Ardmore coming your way on 104.9 FM. Stay with us.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
In a small town, you get unique benefits, such as the personalized attention at DOC Orthopedics. Our physicians live right here in the community. It not only makes them your neighbors, but also a part of your extended family. That's the level of care you receive. Even without an appointment, you'll always see a board-certified physician. Experience world-class orthopedic care from doctors who genuinely care about our community. DOC Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has proudly served our local community and sports programs for over 50 years.
Now back to the Priceville Bulldog pregame show on Fun Radio 104.9 FM. Brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Friday Night Football. We're at Ardmore High School, Cooper Field, for tonight's matchup between the Priceville Bulldogs and the home team, the Ardmore Tigers. I'm alongside Bubba Thrash, and on the field we got our good buddy, Bo Goss. Bo, what's happening down the field?
Hey, man, it's just a beautiful night. The sun's going down behind the press box across the field. The lights are on. I'm excited. Region play football starts tonight, boys. Let's go.
That's right. It's a big game for the Priceville Bulldogs. Ardmore had a good season, Bubba. Last year finished 8-2, 8-3 if you count the playoffs. They made it to the first round of the playoffs, but man, this team is solid. And we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, I think I was trying to think of like what would be a good theme as we come into this game, and I'm feeling like I think Ardmore has a lot to prove. Even though they made the playoffs, they did lose to the best 2 teams last year in our region, and so I still think they have a lot to prove. They're 2-0, but they still want to make that next step up to maybe the top tier of this region, and they could very well be that team this year. We'll see as the season plays out. But then also Priceville, they're on the same level as hey, we didn't make the playoffs, but it's a second year for Coach Parker, and I think they have a lot to prove too. Like we want to be a legitimate player in this region, and so I think it's a big game. Both teams really have a lot to prove tonight. It's going to be a slugfest.
It's interesting that you say that. You talk about teams trying to prove themselves. We lost out last year against Lawrence County. We also lost out to Russell. Those are two teams that had playoff spots last year. They seem to be, I don't know if they're down. I don't know if they're struggling. We're not sure. It's too early in the season to tell that. But I think you got two teams right here that smell blood in the water. And they're both hungry. They're both looking for a playoff spot. And they both want this win really, really bad.
Yeah, and we know as you go to the end of the season, you'll look back and see the games that were really important. And we'll say, yeah, if we had just had that turnover and made that field goal or whatever, that game could have changed our entire season. We saw that play out for us in a few games where we could have made the playoffs. And I think probably the same thing probably happened for Ardmore as well. I did look at the stats from last year, and they had a really good defense. And I'm thinking tonight, I know this season that they've lost 7 starters on defense, but two games now they're 2-0. They haven't allowed their opponents to score very much. So I think they have still a lot to prove on both sides of the ball, even though they lost 7 starters on defense. And so I think their defense is going to be, looking to make a statement tonight.
Well, both teams are trying to use not only this game, but between this week and next week for both teams, you're trying to get a measuring stick of where you are in region play, but also where are you within yourselves. We've got Ardmore. We want this win. We want to go into West Morgan next week 3-0. And at that point in time, when you're facing a West Morgan team that has been undefeated in regular season for the past several years, and it's just a strong team. We want to go into that team undefeated with a lot of confidence, with a healthy team ready to punch them in the mouth.
Right.
Ardmore stays in region play next week. They've got to face Fairview and then Russellville back to back.
Yeah.
So we're going to know a lot about everybody as far as what their exposures, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. I think we're in for a good game tonight.
Yeah, I noticed too in the top 10 rankings for state rankings classifications 5A. Ardmore got 1 vote this week.
Okay.
So they were part of the little group that was being considered, but they actually got a vote this week. So there's some attention here in North Alabama, up here in Ardmore, as far north as you can go for a team probably in our state. And, they're getting some attention statewide as to being a major player. So.
Well, when we did the go ahead, Bo.
I'm going to call this game tonight basically like an OJT, on-the-job training. And what I mean by that is, just like you said, David, I think both teams will learn a lot tonight. When the final whistle blows, both teams, both sides of the ball will know a lot more than what they knew a week ago.
It'll be interesting to see how the weather plays out. If you look at the radar, if you look over towards Lawrenceburg, there's a big cell over that direction. Is it going to slide north? Is it going to build? We don't know. What's going to happen if the rain comes? Who's going to get the step up or the advantage in a rushing game? You got two teams whose offense is centered around the rushing game, but at the same time, we talked about it in the coaches' breakfast this morning, and I would say that Ardmore's offense is going to be a little bit heavier centered around the rushing game versus us. So, but two equal teams that are fixing to clash on the field, and it's going to be a good one.
Did you guys mention in the breakfast? I wasn't able to catch it, but did you mention how similar the teams are?
We did. I really think that they're built. They do have differences, and kind of their style of play call. You're going to see Xavion Hawthorne, where I really think he's similar to our Colton Madewell. He's a very explosive back. You hear if you listen to the interview that we had with Coach Snyder, he talks about his explosiveness, and he says that he hits the hole harder than Javian Riddle, but he's got that burst of speed once he gets to the outside, similar to Madewell. If Madewell ever hits the corner, he's hard to catch. He's a weapon for both teams. Have that same type weapon. And then you got the power runners. You got Javian Riddle for Ardmore, that's going to be that in between tackles of just ground and pound, punish the defense, but he's the same way. He's got explosive speed. If he ever can make that first man miss and get to the outside, and he's in open space, he's going to have a lane to the end zone.
Yeah, and I think, too, as well, it's going to be tonight a battle of the trenches.
Yep.
We do have some good-sized guys on our side of the field, but, they also have bodies. They've got dudes on their side that are large. You can tell that they've taken the weight room seriously as well as we have. I think the trenches on both sides of the ball are going to try to make a statement. We're either going to run the ball or we're going to stop the ball and stop the run. And so the game could be decided there in the trenches tonight. And there's going to be a lot of plays, I believe, that are going to come down to whether or not you got to push whether or not, you were able to push the other line backwards or to get that extra yard or that first down whenever it was needed. So definitely a battle of the trenches tonight.
When you look at this, you look at that defensive liner. You got some guys that are 6'4", 6'5", 6'8". Guys that have the height. How is that going to affect the passing game when it comes to Sheldon or Jack just trying to see the receiver downfield? Because if they get stood up at the line, Jack Eubanks trying to look over a 6'8" nose guard that's trying to come right up the middle, he could cause problems for the game. So I think for the Bulldogs, I think we've got to get the ball in the hands of the running backs. Let's just continue to do what we've done, and I think it's going to be important for us to put points on the board, at least establish the run, and that may open up the air attack.
I would also like to mention that both quarterbacks are pretty similar as well, from the Priceville side and also the Ardmore side.
Absolutely. I think you've got two quarterbacks, Bo, that have experience. I believe the quarterback there for Ardmore.
Alex King.
Yeah, Alex King. He's a 3-year starter now, so he's coming into his own. They're beginning to trust him with play calling and allowing him to do more. You can see in the 2 games so far this season that he's got just a growing confidence. But we've also seen a difference in Sheldon, the quarterback here at Priceville. Sheldon Graham, he's a senior. With every game, he's gaining confidence. So I think you got really a battle of 2 quarterbacks that are, upperclassmen, want to make a statement, want to lead their teams well, and that we've seen progress in both of them. And that's going to be a good battle to watch as well. As the quarterbacks go, maybe the teams are going to go probably.
That's right. Bo, what's the field feel like down there?
Man, the field's in great shape. I walked around from one end zone to the other. However, I will say, I don't know if y'all noticed up there, but the sidelines are very, very shallow. There's only about 12 feet that I counted from the actual out-of-bounds sideline to the fence. And I wonder what that's going to be like being crowded up. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of coaches saying, get back, because, it's right on. The stands, everybody's going to be right on the field.
We talked a little bit about that this morning, about some of the fields and the stadiums and how, it almost puts the crowd into the game. They're not separated. You go to a place like Brewer where they do have a full track all the way around the stadium.
Priceville.
And Priceville's got one. You're 30 or 40 feet away from the sidelines, where here the stands are going to be right there. So the energy, the crowd, getting them hyped up, getting loud for the defense, and just getting them all spirited. Hey,
the one bad thing about having a field that's so close like this is where do you ride the Harleys? Where do the Harleys come in? You can't bring no Harleys on this field right here. I don't see no Harleys coming in.
Well, another thing, too, is you got to think about when you have a hard play that everybody's full speed running out of bounds, they don't have much room to stop. That's something I think we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you're listening to the pregame show presented by North Alabama Farmers Co-op. Thank you to the co-op for sponsoring the pregame show every single week. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We're at Ardmore Stadium, Cooper Field, getting ready for Ardmore versus Priceville tonight. You're listening to the Fun Media Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 256-274-3461, and let's make a difference in our communities
we call home.
Hungry for some home-cooked goodness? Come on down to Libby's Catfish and Diner, serving up the best breakfast, lunch, and dinner in town. Every day from 5:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. With daily lunch specials where Southern comfort meets delicious catfish. Whether you're craving breakfast at sunrise or a savory dinner, at Libby's, every meal feels like home. Stop in today and taste the tradition. Libby's Catfish and Diner on Highway 67 in Priceville.
When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
Now back to the Priceville Bulldog pregame show on Fun Radio 104.9 FM. Brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Welcome back. Ardmore High School, Cooper Field. We're getting ready for the start of the game. Bands are coming in. The people are still filing in. Priceville's band is already in the stands. Ardmore's band, they're making their way across the field right now. They're fixing to get into the home bleachers. Bubba, what's some keys to tonight?
Yeah, I'm thinking I wrote down three things. I've watched some film on Ardmore these first two games against Tanner and Clements, and there was kind of some similarities between both games. I think the first thing that Price was going to have to do is knock King off his throne. And what I mean by that is we've got to get into the backfield and make him uncomfortable, because if he's back there and he's patting the ball and he's got time to deliver the ball, he's really accurate. But if you get him rolling outside, he becomes less accurate. I actually saw him throw a few interceptions that way. So you got to knock the king off the throne. Second thing I think is, Javion Riddle?
Javion Riddle, yep.
So I like Riddle. I like a good riddle, but I like solving riddles better. And so we need to solve that riddle. And what I think we need to do is limit his yards on first down. Because if he's allowed to get 7, 8, 9 yards, and then they can do whatever they want to do, later into the series, second, third down, that's going to really open up more for them. I think if we could limit his yards on first, second down early and force them to have a long third down conversion, that would be good. And then they've got a speedy receiver. He's a senior, Noah Stafford, number one. And I think we've got to definitely ensure that he doesn't have any explosive plays long. I mean, I know that's an easy thing to say, but if there's any way we could have a cover over the top to where we can keep him 10-yard patterns, 15-yard patterns, but he is fast. They'll take him sometimes and just run him straight down the sideline, a go route, and just throw the ball up to him, and he'll run and go get it. So those three things, I think, knock the king off his throne, make King uncomfortable, solve that riddle, and then we got to keep those explosive plays low on Stafford there. Bo, you got something for the field?
Yeah, I would just love to say that whoever was the maintenance guy at this field has done a tremendous job. This is just like, for you golfers out there, the very first cut off the fairway. And it is just in great shape. A lot of times getting to the third games of the season, these fields are starting to get chewed up. Man, this one right here, it's in great shape. But I feel sorry for that maintenance guy, too, because if that rain comes, this field is going to get real, real nasty. And you were talking about Noah Stafford. If the rain comes, we definitely don't need Noah to build that arc tonight. Yeah. Let's knock it down.
We won't be cart path only if it rains on that fairway out there.
That's right.
Looking at the field, though, it's a beautiful field. They've got if you're familiar with the SEC football and the way the LSU Tigers paint the center of the field, where it just kind of blends into the grass with the eye of the tiger, and they've got the black and the gold from about the 42-yard line to the 42-yard line just painted, and then you look at the white lettering, it's shaded in black. Whoever did the painting of the field, I mean, it is a beautiful turf, but also a beautiful football field to play football on.
Hey, this part of the night, every Friday night, guys, moments before kickoff, you're about 10-15 minutes away from kickoff. The stands are filling up. The field still looks tremendous. All the paint on the fields look great. Nothing's been smeared. The flag is flowing with the sunset behind it. But by gosh, if you don't love this and you don't get goosebumps and fired up for a Friday night battle here in the region play, I don't know if you got a heartbeat, son. This is awesome.
I want to mention a few things on the offense, Bo. You might have something, David. Y'all might have something to add about this, but I want to see us give Uriah a legitimate shot at wide receiver. I want to see him be able to be the athlete that we've seen on these other teams we played 2 weeks so far. He's every bit that athlete. Let's give him an opportunity to highball the ball or get it in his hands early where he can make a man miss and take it the distance. But I want to see him be a legitimate threat. Let's make him a part of the offense. I know we concentrate on running backs, but it would be great to spread the field out a little bit, get them away from the middle of the field where they can stop our run and get the ball out to him. That's just one thought I had. And then I'm thinking, too, they're going to be their linebackers are filling these gaps around Ellis in the middle, right?
Yeah.
They know he's going to clog up the middle. So it just makes sense. The linebackers are going to go run right up his side and try to fill all the gaps for the running back to come through. I'm thinking we're going to use a lot of misdirectional type fakes that might go up the middle. You hand it off, let them go around the end. Just misdirection and fakes, I think, to get them thinking, linebackers, and out of those gaps a little bit so that we might be able to soften that up for later on in the game.
Hey, Bubba, I said this morning in Coach's Breakfast Show that, the Ardmore Tigers have shown 2 really great games in their first 2 opponents. But you know who they have not faced?
Who's that?
They have not faced the Prosper Bulldogs, who are bigger, who are stronger, who are faster, and who are thirsty for that first region game tonight. I'm excited about the Bulldogs showing up tonight, and I'm excited about this region play.
Absolutely. First 5A opponent for them this year.
Yeah, they faced Tanner, which I believe Tanner's a 2A school.
I think it's 2A.
And then I believe
Clements is
3A,
yeah.
I believe. So, Coach Snyder talked a little bit about that. Their depth isn't near as good. So, those teams are going to get wore down a little bit faster. That's facing us, we're not quite as deep as them. They've got 67, 68 players if you count the underclassmen. But we're not running quite that deep. So, we're going to be more prepared and deeper compared to those other 2 teams. But, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely got a good crowd. Priceville's traveling well. People are still coming in. We're about maybe 10 minutes away from kickoff. I'm getting ready. Like we said, if you're looking at the weather, if you look to the north, we're here in the east side of the stands. The way Ardmore situates, it's a north-south field, so we're on the east side. We're facing west. The clouds to the west are dark. Storms are coming.
Storms are coming. Big game.
The Bulldog storm is coming.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you talked about Uriah Burnham. Uriah had a couple touchdowns there in the Columbia game, but we really didn't see a whole lot of passing in the last game. We didn't see many throws at all to the receivers. It was a couple sprinkled in here and there, but it was definitely a ground and pound type game for Priceville. But also, when you start looking at that game, we took advantage of the short field on several possessions. You take we had a couple turnovers deep back in Brewers' side of the field to where we took over, had 20 yards to get into the end zone. We also had the kickoff, the Buff kickoff kick return that Braden Graham jumped on, was able to pick the ball up at the 10-yard line. So
the game's going to dictate to you the play calling, and I think you're right, David. It didn't dictate really that we needed to pass the ball very much. The running game was working, the option game was working. Sheldon was moving the ball left, right. I mean, you didn't know where he was going. The defense was guessing on where the ball was going to come at him. So you're right. We didn't need to really pass the ball very much. Yeah. Tonight might be a little different. They're a little bit bigger in the middle there. Their linebackers are big. They got some good size. So, we might need to try to, switch it up a little bit, keep them guessing, keep them off balance a little bit, get it out to the edges to our receivers. Hudson, let's see about Hudson Eubanks. He's a senior. He wants to make a statement. Uriah, I know they're all ready to go. Let's get the ball out there to them, see them make a man miss, and take it to the house.
One of the things we've gotten to see little teasers of it. I won't say that we've seen a full-blown option offense, but we've seen the option plays come out of multiple sets that I think we're going to see a lot of tonight, because I think that's where, running that option play, you're going to get those linebackers to cross. You're going to get that DB to kind of pull himself up, and then all it takes is a fake here, a fake there, and all of a sudden you got, like you said, you got Hudson Eubanks, you got Uriah Burnham back behind the secondary. We flip a pass over the top of them, and we're taking it to the house.
Yeah, I wrote that as a note as well, that I love the way Sheldon against the Patriots, he definitely made that defender come up and either tackle him or he was going to lay back and cover the wide receiver. And when he come up, he dumped it off to him.
Yep.
Or he'd give a fake pitch to the running back and he'd cut it up inside. So there were so many options with him running out of the pocket. We're going to have to get him out of the pocket tonight, obviously, with that rush up the middle with Ellis. But we don't have any problem with that. And, you know, Sheldon, he's accurate on the run.
Yeah.
And when he gets his confidence going out there in the flats, and he can pick you apart. So.
Well, that play that you're talking about where he comes up to the line and he lets everybody crash on him, then he sends it over. That's a play that we didn't see a year ago. That's a play where he would try to force a pass, or he would not see that receiver slip into the back area wide open, and
much more patient this year.
Much more, and that just shows his maturity and his development.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I know there's about 10 minutes left before kickoff, but I just spoke with meteorologist Hopkins, and we looked at the updated radar. There's a chance that this thing is barely going to blow just north of us. So that's some good news for the field conditions, for safety, and everybody.
Check with them and see what the protocols are for Limestone County for lightning. Just see what the distance is for Limestone County. It's probably 10 miles, but
I will say that I did talk to the Ardmore coaching staff right before they went back into the locker room, and he said if there's any lightning within distance of us, we will delay the game.
What were you sharing down there with Coach Schneider?
I was just saying, hello, how you doing? He came over and shook my hand, and I told him Mildred's was really good. You know, he gave us told us that's what we needed to eat when we came into town today, and I let him know that the fried chicken was amazing and we had a good time.
You know, we do have a good time, and when we do go on the road and we get to see some of these communities, whether it's, it could be a Brandon Iron in Fairview, it could be Mildred's here. We went to Bama Bucks when we were over in Sardis.
What's the place in Eva up there that we went to?
Bobby's,
man. Bobby's was good. That barbecue.
Yeah, you can't beat the chicken over there. So.
And of course, Lone Star.
That's right.
Where when we eat at our, Longhorn. Sorry,
yep.
Longhorn. We got to throw them in there because that's our Priceville joint.
Well, guys, we're going to take one more break. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff. The teams are starting to make their way out of the locker room, but we're going to take a break. You're listening to the pregame show presented by North Alabama Farmers Co-op. We'll be right back.
Go Dogs.
You've been listening to the Priceville Bulldog pregame show, brought to you by
North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Coming up next, our pregame prayer, the toss of the coin, and the opening kickoff on Fun Radio 104.9 FM.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs.
It runs in threes at Citizen Family Dentistry, a third generation of dentists keeping you smiling. Three brothers, Dr. David, Peyton, and Blair, perform general, cosmetic, and pediatric dentistry in a modern, up-to-date, sterile environment. New patients are always welcome, and with their Bright Smile membership, you save money while reaping rewards. 2 locations in North Alabama, Ballard Village in Priceville, and A19 Highway 31 in Hartselle. Call for an appointment at 256-274-5750 and visit their website at citizenfamilydentistry.com. At Citizen Family Dentistry, your family's smile is our priority.
Show Creek Church is proud to sponsor all the Priceville football games right here on Fun Radio. Show Creek Church is made up of real people who met a real Savior, who made real change, and now belong to a real church. Touchdown! Come and join us Sundays at 10 a.m. Located 1 mile from Libby's Catfish and Highway 67 on Show Creek Road. Visit us at showcreekbaptist.org for more info, and go Bulldogs! Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we humbly approach your throne of grace today, asking that you will be with our football team, our coaches, our cheerleaders, and our band members as they enjoy another game today. We ask that you protect everyone involved. I pray the community that has come tonight to be spectators and supporters will enjoy their time. I pray over all these things in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
Priceville Bulldog football is on the air. We are the radio home of the Priceville Bulldogs. Online at funradioal.com, on the Fun Radio Facebook and YouTube channels, and on the air at 104.9 FM. Priceville Bulldog football is presented by
Holly Blackwood Realty, North Alabama Farmers Co-op, Aiken and Associates Insurance Group, Citizen Family Dentistry, Sharp Roofing and Construction, Shoal Creek Baptist Church, Owen Home Appliances, Priceville Foodland, Pillbox Pharmacy, Discount Auto Parts, Decatur Orthopedics, Joe Wheeler Electric, the City of Priceville, and Mayor Sam Heflin, Paintworks, Alabama State Representative Parker Moore, Wheeler Basin Natural Gas, Bug Stompers, and by Alpha Insurance and Agent Nick Garner.
Priceville Bulldog football online at funradioal.com, on the Fun Radio Facebook and YouTube channels, and on the air at 104.9 FM. Now from the Holly Blackwood Realty broadcast booth, it's time for Priceville Bulldog football. Let's go down to the field for the call of tonight's game with David Sharp, play-by-play, Bubba Thrash, color commentator, and the Bo Show, Bo Goss on the sideline.
Coin toss just happened out on the field. Priceville called it, and Ardmore won the toss, and they elected to receive. They want the ball. They're going to start first. Captains for tonight: Sheldon Graham, Bronson Carroll, Hudson Eubanks, Jack Eubanks, and Cole Oliver. Teams are shaking hands out in the middle of the field.
Priceville's got the white tops and white bottoms with the yellow lids. And then we've got black on black with the black lids on the Ardmore side. I like the idea of playing defense first.
I do too. Let's come in here and shut them down right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, watching the captains for Ardmore. Here comes the Priceville Bulldogs. They're coming out right now from left to right from the end zone, led out by the cheerleaders with the PHS flags. Here comes the Ardmore Tigers coming through the middle of the field with their spirit line. Whole lot of black and gold, Bubba.
Yeah, it looks good. Man, the environment is really nice out here in Ardmore. Never been up here to watch a game? You need to get up here and watch a game. This is my first time here watching a football game. Been here to watch basketball, but definitely a great environment here. Couldn't ask for a better night for weather. You got a little bit of stickiness in the air, but, man, it feels good. And I know both teams are ready to go, ready to get this ball kicked off. We're going to do the national anthem right here.
Doing the national anthem, we're just going to stay with you right here for the playing of the national anthem. Play ball.
This is why you go through all them summer weight room activities in the summertime, running sprints. And
guys, I love the all-white unis and that bright yellow helmet. We look clean, and we look like the military ready for war, son. Let's go.
Teams are making their way out on the field. Ardmore's getting ready to receive. Bulldog kicking team is coming out on the field. Bulldogs are going to be kicking off from the left to the right as you listen.
Who we got back there? It looks like Xavier Hawthorne.
Number 6, Javian Riddle.
Xavier Riddle, sorry.
And that's probably Noah Stafford.
Noah Stafford, deep.
Yeah, one of the things that I'll take away from the captains coming out on the field was the size difference between number 1, Noah Stafford, and number 72, Aiden Ellis.
Good thing that Ellis doesn't have to cover him.
Noah Stafford, their senior receiver, he's a small guy,
He's
but
a speedy guy.
quick and very athletic. Aiden Ellis, 6'8", 350, playing nose guard. Landon Meyer lined up the kicker, left-footed kicker. Everybody's lined up across the 35. They're waiting to get the clock set. They get the clock ready to play.
So I noticed the wind is blowing. We're kicking the ball from left to right. If you're listening, it's going left to right. Wind is definitely blowing left to right. So this could be an advantage for Landon here. Wouldn't mind seeing this one be a touchback right off the bat.
Yep, that's right. All right, we got 12 minutes on the clock. Whistle ready for play. Here comes Landon, getting ready to kick the ball. And this game is underway. High kick. It comes to the near side. In the end zone, out of bounds, off the fingertips of Javian Riddle. And that's going to be a touchback. Ardmore Tigers are going to take over at the 20.
I think you couldn't ask for a better way to start the game. If we were to game plan this, we'd say we'd love for Ardmore to start on the 20 all night long.
Every time, that ball was sailing, and Riddle was just kind of backing up, and you talk about the wind, and the ball was just carrying on him, ended up over his head and into the end zone and through the backside.
We'll have to pay attention to this wind because it could be a factor for the teams that are going into the wind.
Yeah.
Ardmore's now, they're going to be throwing into the wind here. Definitely have to, like a wedge from 100 yards, you're going to have to adjust.
New face on the defense. We got 71, John Scott Crispin, playing for Braden Reamer, who's injured right now. He's out for tonight's game.
See, they got Jack Eubanks on Noah Stafford, their best receiver.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Still waiting on the official for ready for play. And we're ready to go. Javian Riddle in the backfield next to King. Man goes in motion. The give on the wing. He comes to the near side. He tries to get outside.
Good
he gets
tackle.
wrapped up, and that's going to be a tackle for loss by the Bulldogs. A loss of 1. I believe that was Hawthorne on the carry.
Jack Eubanks come off of his block. Noah Stafford's trying to block him in a wide receiver position, but Jack fought him off and was the first man on the scene there to bring him down. 3 Bulldogs bring him to the ground, but great play to start the game for the Priceville Bulldogs.
Ball in the near hash. Ardmore getting the play in from the sideline. 2nd down and 11. Official loss of 1 on the play. Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right, 3 to the right. Empty backfield. King drops back. He looks for the quick slant pass. He catches it. He's going to be wrapped up immediately. That's going to be a gain out to the 23-yard line, a pickup of 4 on the play.
Kobe Kukic from his linebacker position. If you're here in the stands, number 44. Senior linebacker goes out and makes a sure-handed tackle there. That's going to be important. It's one thing to get there and get to the man, but to bring him down on the ground, first tackler there needs to bring him down or at least slow him down enough to get some help. And there we go. We're in a long 3rd down situation here for Ardmore.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. Ball in the middle of the field. 3 receivers left. He drops back. He rolls out to the near side. He's looking for a guy downfield. He throws it. It's caught. Hit immediately out just across the 30. That's going to be enough for the first down. A pickup of 6 on the play.
Great hit by Sheldon Graham coming up from his safety position and nearly jarred the ball loose. Receiver, good hands on that one, was able to hold on to it, but that nearly went out of his hands. That was a good play there by 6. First down.
1st and 10, ball at the 32. 10-20 to play, just underway here in the first quarter. 2-back set for the Tigers, Hawthorne and Riddle. Both to King's right, ball in the near hash. 2 receivers left. Now Riddle comes up. He comes up into the wing position. They give to Hawthorne. He comes to the near side. He tries to turn it up the middle. He's wrapped up from behind and brought down. I don't think he got anywhere, Bubba.
What a play there by our defense to get the tackle. He's tackled him at the line of scrimmage, but Cole Oliver was in the backfield. Nearly had him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss there, but he was able to get away from him. Good penetration there by our defensive line.
They kind of got in Hawthorne's way and kind of had to turn him back upfield. When he did, he turned right into a whole pack of Bulldogs.
I like what I'm seeing so far. Good aggressive play by our defensive line right now.
2nd and 10, Hawthorne still in the backfield. Hard count. He tries to get the defense to jump. They reset. We didn't jump across the line of scrimmage, so no flags. Hawthorne backs up behind King. The give. It goes straight to Hawthorne. He's wrapped up. He's going to pick up a couple on the play. Not much doing there. That's going to be third down and about maybe 9.
Money down right here. So I love what they're doing on offense. They've got 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Looks like a lot what we're doing. We spread the field out and then we run it right up through the tackles, trying to just see if we can soften up the middle. And that didn't work that time. Bulldogs were up for the challenge. Again, another third down here. What are we looking at? 3rd and 8 possibly?
3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
This is an important down. I think if we could get off the field right here, this would be huge.
3 receivers left, empty backfield, 1 to the right. King's all by himself. He's in shotgun, 3rd and 9. He drops back to pass. He looks to the right. He throws it up. One-on-one coverage with Graham. And it's over his head. They're going to say a lot of contact right there. Good coverage, but the play was uncatchable over his head. That's going to be 4th down and long.
Xavier Campbell went step for step with their speedster. You'd like to see that because I know coaches came in here thinking, are we going to be able to run with this guy? But there was no question there. 8 was up for the challenge, step for step in his pocket.
And Bronson Carroll, the linebacker, nailed King as he released that ball and said, hey, we are here to play tonight, boys.
Knocked him off his throne.
Punt formation for the Tigers. 4th down and 9. 8:29 to play in the first quarter. The snap. Good snap. Ball's up. Low driving punt. It's going to hit the bounce at the 35. They're just going to let it go. Braden Graham's going to let it roll back inside the 20, down to about the 15, where it's going to be down right there by the Tigers. Bulldog offense will take over right there.
That looked like a Tiger Woods stinger right there when it hit the ground. It bounced another 15 yards. No problem, though. That's what you want to do. We come out. We made a statement on defense, Bo. They had 2. We made 1 first down, but then we made it hard on them on 3rd down and got them off the field. Now, that's what you want to see. Defense comes out, makes a statement.
I can tell you that being right down the line of scrimmage, watching that entire first series, our defensive line had their offensive line on their heels, not on their toes. And that's exactly what we wanted to see tonight. But I do want to say real quick, we were talking about the depth of this sideline, right?
Yeah.
We've already all been warned about 4 times just in the first series about getting back. So that's something we may need to watch as far as penalties and stuff in the future.
I think Coach Ezel, the linebackers coach, I think he's the get-back coach. You see Johnny Pooh, Coach Poole, he's telling them get back.
Bulldogs lined up at the 15. Single receiver left, 1 to the right. The give, he drops back to pass. He's looking to the right. He gets flushed out of the pocket, trying to find a receiver. He turns it up. He makes one-man miss out to the far sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll see what he picked up.
Probably 6 or 7 there. That's the maturity that I think we've seen in Sheldon since last year. He doesn't get in any hurry. He doesn't look like he's in a hurry at all. The game's not too fast for him. He's looking for an open receiver out in the flat, but if there's not one, that's okay. I'll just tuck it and get my 6 yards, and we'll go to 2nd down.
Well, it looks like he may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It's hard to tell from here the way the crown of the field is exactly where he's at, but I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. We're still lined up on the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Formation change for the Bulldogs. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball on the far hash. High snap. They give up the middle. He makes one-man miss. He gets out across the 20 to the 21 and pick up about 6 on the play.
Good play there. You want to still come in. You know, we do see some big guys in the middle of the field at nose guard there. Ellis, he's obviously taking up a lot of space, but that doesn't mean you don't try to run the ball. And I think that makes a statement there on 2nd down. It says we're still going to do what we do.
Bulldogs line up. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. First possession for the Bulldogs. Graham at quarterback. Bronson in the backfield. He's to Graham's right. Man goes in motion. Hot pass. He tries to get to the outside. It's Xavier. He turns around the corner. He gets out across the 30.
Yes, sir.
He's brought down. That should be enough for an Aiken Associates first down.
Great block by Bronson Carroll, though. I know you saw that block. He's coming around the end. He sealed the end for him, but he blocked 21. That young man, I'm going to get his name.
Yeah, the block.
Jalen Smith.
Unbelievable block.
10th grader.
Our speed was able to get to the outside and utilize it for a Bulldog first down.
6:42 to play in the first. Ball in the near hash.
I like the misdirection, though. Coming out, flip it to the man going in motion there. Good misdirection play.
Single wing formation. We got flags on the play before the ball's ever snapped. Not sure what the flag is. Let's see the pre-snap penalty. They're going to say illegal motion against the offense. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. The Bulldogs have just come up to the line. I'm not sure what the penalty was there.
The only thing I could think is that they have 2 guys in motion, maybe. I don't know, but they never did set. They never did set.
We had never gotten set. We just kind of came up to the line. Nobody had been in motion. But
can you call a penalty when the center hadn't even touched the ball yet?
That's what I'm saying. We hadn't even come set, and they threw the flags. Madewell goes in motion. They give to Carroll. He comes to the near side. He goes through the hole. He comes out across the 30, out to the 34, where he's brought down.
Not bad on first down after you had a penalty there. It looks like it's going to be second down, maybe 6 or 7 here that we've got to get.
Tackle made by Lucas Green. 2nd and 8. 6:24 to play. Clock's rolling. Bulldogs having a little bit of success, opening up some lanes right there for the running backs to get through. Madewell in motion. They give to Bronson. He goes off the left side. He finds a hole. He gets across the 35 out to the 37-yard line where he's brought down. That's going to be probably 3rd and 5, it looks like.
I like the motion that we have with Madewell coming in the backfield. There's a fake pitch to him, really giving the Ardmore Tigers defense a lot to look at.
We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. 5:58 to play. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
The Pillbox Pharmacy Price Village are trusted community pharmacy committed to outstanding customer service and affordable prices because your health should never be compromised. The Pillbox is a full-service independent pharmacy with a wide variety of services, including conventional prescription filling, medical equipment, immunizations, the convenience of free delivery on prescriptions, and a drive-through window on site. Located at 474 Alabama 67 South in Priceville. Experience the Pillbox Pharmacy Priceville difference today.
Now more Bulldog play-by-play on Fun Radio, Fun 104.9.
Back to Ardmore High School, coming out of the timeout. Bulldogs are facing a 3rd down and 5. Graham takes the snap. He gives to Bronson, goes straight up the middle. He gets out across the skyline of the game.
Yes, sir.
Down to the 49-yard line. That's going to be another Aiken and Associates first down for the Dogs. Big run right there. You could have drove a semi-truck through that hole right there.
Incredible play call, too, I believe. I think they caught him off guard by running it straight up the middle.
Bulldogs are moving fast. The snap. The give straight back up the middle.
Yes,
Bronson takes it
sir.
off the left side. He tries to get around the corner. Makes one man miss. Gets across the 40. Close to the first down. We'll see where the official spot is. They're going to say it's another Aiken and Associates first down for the Dogs.
I don't know if you guys are seeing, but Ryder Doran has come to play tonight. He is manning up Ellis. Now, Ellis is bigger. He might ultimately get the best of him, but his initial contact, he ain't moving him back. I just watched him 2 plays in a row.
All you got to do is stop him. You don't have to move him back. Just get him his way.
He's getting his arms up underneath his armpits, and he's standing his ground.
Bulldogs at the 38-yard line. Avalos in motion. The snap. The give. Straight up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up down to about the 35-yard line. Pick up a 3 or 4. Is that Madewell on the carry?
Yeah, Madewell.
Madewell on the carry.
Guys, I will say that I'm watching down here from the sideline when the Big A is on all fours on his stance. As soon as the ball is snapped, we're able to get under him.
Yeah.
We are lower than him, and low man's going to win every time.
Exactly.
He just cannot quite get low enough for us.
That's what I'm telling you. He puts his arms underneath. Doran's putting his arms underneath his armpits, and he's manning them up.
Graham at quarterback. The give to Madewell. He comes to the near side. He turns it back upfield. We got flags on the play out across the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Let's see what the penalty flag is. It came from the secondary. Looks like it's going to be a hold. I'm not sure if it's defense or offense. It came from the – let's see what they call.
Looks like we're moving back.
It's going to be a hold against us. Odd place for the flag to come for an offensive hold, but obviously he saw something back in the secondary. 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down. So it'll be second down and long. Push the ball back to the 46-yard line. Maybe second and 18.
No penalty is a timely penalty, but that was untimely for us to be driving the ball. We got good momentum. But let's just stay consistent right here. This is a good drive. We're just past midfield. We're accomplishing everything we probably wanted to do in these first 5 minutes of the game.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. You got Uriah one-on-one on the near side. Graham takes the snap. He turns it straight up the field. He breaks one-man miss, spins, gets knocked into forward territory out to the 42-yard line. That was a hard 3 or 4 yards for Sheldon Graham. He just kind of got bounced around like a pinball trying to get into positive yardage.
I know one thing. He better hang on to that ball. He was carrying it like it was a hot potato. He better wrap 2 arms around it. He might have got a little bit stung right there. Are we going to see? Yeah, we're seeing Jack Eubanks come in. I think that hit was a little bit harder than we thought it might have been for Sheldon.
Sheldon's coming out. He got his hands on his knees, just trying to get his bearings back. Jack Eubanks coming in. Play clock. We got plenty of time. It's down to 15. Jack's on the field.
Just need to see Jack just run the plays here. Don't try to do anything fancy. Just run what they call. Rely on his other teammates
Play
here.
clock down to 5, 4, 3.
Oh.
And he gets the snap. Nope. And they're going to blow the whistle. They're going to say a false start penalty against the Bulldogs. Play clock was winding down to 0.
He moved. Definitely moved. Right guard moved there. Right tackle.
5-yard penalty brings it back to the 47-yard line. 3rd and 20. Ball at 47. Eubanks still on the field. Prosper trying to get the play in. Play clock's moving. 2:54 to play in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. First possession for the Bulldogs. A long, sustained drive, just moving down the field. Eubanks at quarterback. He drops back. He's going to pass. He throws it to the right side. He's got Uriah Burnham one-on-one. That's a pass interference. I think he caught it. No, they're going to say incomplete. A lot of contact down there. I'm not sure if we had flags. I can't see. Nope, no flags.
I think it did kind of look like they were both a little bit handsy though. I watched it and I think it was a good no call. Good no call.
I think Uriah had him beat, but then he had to come back for the ball and he was trying to get under the guy to get back to the ball, and no penalty right there. The Prosper definitely wanted a penalty there. A lot of contact for a no flag, but it's going to be 4th down and long.
We're going to definitely punt this, but this is Patel's territory right here. If we can get a good snap.
The kick.
Yes, sir.
Kick. He's trying to kick it. It's going to be over his head to the corner.
Oh.
And it's going to be into the end zone for a touchback.
Good job. Did you see their player? He ran to the opposite side of the field. Completely took all of our guys over to his side, and the ball went into the end zone. That's okay. Let them start on the 20, and we'll do this again.
Jay was just a couple of yards being able to pin that thing right outside the pylon and really pin them back deep in their territory. So Ardmore Tigers going to take over 1st and 10, ball at 20. 2:27 to play. This will be their second possession. They did start the game with the ball. That possession stalled after a few plays, and it's been just a long drawn-out quarter of just the clock moving. Like Parker said, we may be out of here by 9 o'clock with both teams the way they run the ball.
Interested to see the adjustments that Ardmore makes in their play calling here.
2 receivers left, 1 to the back. Give to Riddle. Riddle turns it back to the middle. He makes a man miss, makes 2-man miss, out to the 30. He's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where the official spot is, and they are going to say that's a first down for the Ardmore Tigers.
Ran right through the tackle of the first linebacker, and they're back up to the line. They're going quick on us.
Ardmore lines up. The give.
Same
back to
play.
Riddle. He's wrapped up immediately.
Yes, sir.
Cole Oliver jumped on his back, rode him to the ground. That's going to be a loss of a couple on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 12.
They need to give these stick men a raise right here. Did you see how quick they moved them sticks? They knew they wanted to run that play quickly, and they got them sticks moved down the field.
Ball on the far hash.
I don't think they moved that fast with us.
Riddle in the backfield, 2 receivers left. King at quarterback, the snap. He fakes the pass. He gets it to Noah Stafford. Stafford gets hit by Graham. He's going to pick up maybe 7 on the play out to the 35-yard line, bringing up 3rd down and 5.
So quick slant by Stafford, wide open there, but Sheldon Graham comes up from his safety position and makes that sure tackle, wraps up really good. It's good to see Sheldon back out on the field. He must have had a little bit of a stinger there in his arm or something from playing quarterback earlier. 3rd and 5 right here. This is a big down.
Big third down play right here coming up. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers left. Riddle still in the backfield with King. He drops back to pass. He rolls out to the near side. He's looking downfield. He throws it in the flat. He gets it to Xavion Hawthorne. He backs out to the 30. He tries to cross the field. He gets into space. He's across the 50. 45. Sheldon Graham tracks him down. A play that we had stopped in the backfield. There are flags on the play, and that's
got to come back.
That's probably.
Oh,
he just picked up the flag, and he's saying waving it off. Totally in the area of a blocking the back or a hold. Ardmore's trying to move the ball. We still got.
No, they got to move the sticks first. They got to wait for their stick, guys.
49 seconds to play in the first quarter. Big run right there for.
I think the ref got knocked over and the flag came out of his pocket. He didn't throw that flag, I don't believe.
King drops back. He throws it in the flat. Stafford's got it. He's trying to. Caden Cortez shakes his blocker, makes the tackle. That's going to be a pickup of 6 or 7 on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 4. Ardmore Tigers are definitely wanting to work fast. 25 seconds to play in the quarter.
Good play by Carty to come off the wide receiver who was trying to block him. And really, there was just him and the end zone, and he made a good play there. Good play by 3.
Clock's winding down to 10 seconds. That looks like that's going to be the last play of the quarter. And we're going to send it to the break. 0-0 is your score. Nothing doing here at Ardmore. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Football season is here, and there's no better way to enjoy the game than with Flash Fiber Internet from Joe Wheeler EMC. With speeds up to 2 gigs, Flash Fiber gives you the power to stream every touchdown, every play, and every victory without a hitch. So visit jwflash.com and experience the winning difference of Flash Fiber. It's time to get away from that old-fashioned internet provider and take a giant step into the future with Flash Fiber from Joe Wheeler EMC. Flash Fiber, your high-speed internet connection for Morgan and Lawrence counties. Visit jwflash.com to learn more.
In a small town, you get unique benefits, such as the personalized attention at DOC Orthopedics. Our physicians live right here in the community. It not only makes them your neighbors, but also a part of your extended family. That's the level of care you receive. Even without an appointment, you'll always see a board-certified physician. Experience world-class orthopedic care from doctors who genuinely care about our community. DOC Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has proudly served our local community and sports programs for over 50 years.
Priceville Bulldog Football, 104.9 FM.
Back to Ardmore High School. We're at the quarter break. 12 minutes are on the clock. We're going to send it over to the studio for a quick scoring update with the Gilbert and Baugh Ford in-game scoreboard. Here's Ken.
Hey, David. Ken Williams with the Pulse and the Gilbert and Baugh Ford scoreboard update. Fairview 7, West Point 0. They're still in the first. Bob Jones 2, James Clemens 0 in the first. Coleman 9, Athens 0 in the first. And Plainview 7 and Randolph 0 also in the first. Coming back to you, David.
Thank you, Ken. This is Ken Williams with your Gilbert and Baugh Ford in-game scoreboard. Teams are back out on the field. Ardmore Tigers are driving. They're facing a 2nd and 4. Teams have switched fields. Ardmore's driving to the right as you listen. Ball on the far hash mark. King is at quarterback. He's got Riddle in the backfield. He drops back to pass. King just takes it himself. He goes off left tackle. He's just going to be out close to the – he's still driving. He gets down. I think he may have the first down. He's going to be down to about the 24-yard line. 24-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
He just refused to go down. Kept pumping his legs. He's a big guy. I think he's about 6'3", 200, so he's a load to bring down. 5 kept trying, and there you go. He got the first down, exactly what his team needed. Now they're working on the 25, inside the 30-yard line here, trying to go into a scoring position, red zone area. A lot of momentum going for the Ardmore Tigers on this drive.
First down and 10, ball at 24. King getting all his players sorted out. He gets Hawthorne up to the line. 2 receivers right. They give to Riddle straight up. No, fake to Riddle. He gets a little pass over the top, and that's going for 6. That was a good pass. They sold it out for the running back to come up right at the middle. Receivers, I think that was that Hawthorne slipped out the backside, and he was wide open. Nobody in coverage.
I think I'm going to give it to Jalen Smith. I think that's 21.
It could be.
Yeah.
I can't see. They're wearing the black jerseys with the dark gold. It's when they get far away from us, it's hard to see some of those numbers.
Either way, great play call there. We completely busted that coverage. He lines up on the end of the line, goes straight into the end zone. Ardmore coming out for the point after. Ball's down.
The kick is up, and it's good. 11:22 to play in the second quarter. We're just underway. Ardmore scored. It's 7-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special, a time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Gillette Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Looking to upgrade your home? Natural gas appliances heat faster, last longer, and cost less to run. From high-efficiency water heaters to natural gas ranges, dryers, and outdoor grills, even generators providing the performance and savings you're looking for. Visit WheelerBasin.com, proudly serving Falkville, Priceville, Somerville, Trinity, and surrounding areas.
From the Holly Blackwood Realty broadcast booth, it's Priceville Bulldog football on 104.9 FM.
Back to Ardmore High School, 7-0 is your score. We're just underway here in the second quarter, 11:22 on the clock. Ball on the ground on the kickoff. Bulldogs foul on it. Just not really an onside kick. I wouldn't even call it a deep squib kick. It was just a 15, 20-yard worm burner.
I'm not sure
what that was.
I mean, it was they were never going to get an onside kick right there, and it was going way too far for an onside kick, so their players couldn't even reach that ball. Maybe hoping it would deflect off of one of our guys.
And it did deflect off one of them, but it just continued on into the backfield. Bulldogs are going to take over the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
I like that. Let's give us a short field here and run our offense.
We need a quarterback on the field. The team's out there. We don't have a quarterback.
Where are we going to the?
We got a wildcat going on. Madewell takes it. He takes the direct snap. He goes off left tackle. He's driving his legs. He's out across the 40, out to the 45, keeps pushing, and they're going to whistle it dead. That's going to be a pickup of about 6 on the play. Wildcat formation. Madewell still out on the field. He took the direct snap right there.
Definitely a different offensive set here that we haven't shown all season, the Wildcat. We ran a little bit of this last year, but new for this season.
Madewell takes the snap. He's got Bronson in front of him. He follows Bronson out across the 50, across the 45, still driving down to the 43-yard line. Aiken and Associates first down for the Bulldogs. 10:40 to play here in the second quarter.
I like the idea. I think we've caught them off guard just slightly here. We're moving the ball. We're now on the 45-yard line. They are going to make some adjustments, though. I think they're going to probably pack the box here and try to stop this because it's definitely a run. Just depends on what side he's going to run to.
It's a good time to fake it to Bronson or give it to Bronson and then fake it, get outside. He's going to follow Bronson again. He turns it back to the inside, out across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Good vision right there by Colton Madewell to see those holes and get through them with his speed. Pickup of about 5 on the play, bringing up second down, a long 5, maybe a 2nd and 6.
Really, I like the patience of Madewell here. He's kind of seeing where the hole is, where his blocker is going to go, and he's able to get through. But he's got just enough wiggle, David, to where he can make a guy miss that first tackler, and he's getting good yardage on first down.
Clock's still moving. Madewell still in the Wildcat. Bronson to his right. Single wing formation. The snap. They give it to Bronson. He comes around the left side. He's got a blocker. Avalanche across the 30, 25. Hits it.
Yes, sir.
Out of bounds.
Just what you called, David. Good opportunity to give it to the running back. And that's what Madewell did. Everybody thought he was going to run Wildcat again right up the middle. Hand it to Bronson. Let him run around the left side. Big gain. First down. Now we're cooking right here. 15-yard line. Down
inside the red zone, 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Aiken and Associates first down. 9:32 to play here in the first half.
Completely caught Ardmore off guard here with this Wildcat formation.
Madewell still in Wildcat. Coulter Baldwin and Julian Avalos playing on the wing. A snap. He follows his blockers. He's got 2 or 3 of them ahead of him. He pushes through the line.
Oh, face mask.
We've got flags. Flags coming in from all sides.
That's going to be definitely a face mask. Personal foul. Half the distance of the goal.
Let's see where he got to. It looks like he got down to about the 7. It is a face mask call. That's going to be a half the distance to the goal.
That was a nasty face mask. I'm talking about he took them from, looked like WWE stuff out here in Ardmore, Alabama.
That'll be another Aiken and Associates first down for the Bulldogs.
I think I saw a move like that, Bo, on TNT the other night. Raw.
And this ring's small. Remember, we don't have much room to be flipping over here.
9:23 to play in the second quarter. Madewell still at quarterback. The snap. He goes off the left side. He gets wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss on the play, maybe a 5-yard loss. Bringing up second down and goal.
You kind of figured that they were going to get to a point where they would start pursuing it a little bit better. But we're down here to where we got some options down here. Here comes Sheldon back in. I like this move right here.
Sheldon's coming in for Avalos. Or excuse me, I think that's Coulter Baldwin he's coming in for.
I like this move right here. We're gonna give him something else to look at. We've seen Sheldon run the option out of this formation right here.
It's a heavy package to the right side. Madewell goes in motion. Give to Bronson. He goes right up the middle. He goes right past Aiden Ellis.
Get in there.
He's close to the goal line. Let's see where the official call is. He's inside the 5. We'll see where it's at. It looks like it's down to maybe the 1.
1. Here we go. We're lined up. Our line's ready to go. We just got to get this play in right here.
I can't see the flag sticks from where we're at right now.
Uriah's coming in. I think we're going to give him a little something to look at. Maybe spread him out just a little bit here. I expect this run to go straight back up the middle.
Should be third down and goal. Bronson in the backfield. Let's go! Still a heavy package. Single receiver on the left side. We've got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. 7:56 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Ready to give your home or business a fresh new look? Let Paintworks' 35-plus years of experience bring your walls to life. We do it all: interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting. For a free estimate, call Paintworks today at 256-466-9556. That's 256-466-9556. Paintworks. We turn ordinary into extraordinary.
Open the door to savings.
Foodland has featured fresh, hand-cut quality meats at the best value since 1993. At your Priceville Foodland, you'll find a hometown experience and unbelievable prices. Come in and check out our wide variety of produce, too. Great meat, great service, great prices. Open Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We thank you for supporting your independent grocer. Priceville Foodland, proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs.
Now back to the game on Fun Radio.
7:56 to play in the half. Bulldogs are lined up on the near hash. Ball lined up at the 2. Uriah Burnham way out to the right. Graham, he takes the snap. He gets to Bronson straight up the middle. He hits a wall. It looks like he might get back to the line of scrimmage. May have lost 1 on the play. That's going to be 4th down. Hard hit. You could see it from here. Just he ran into that hole, and that hole was clogged up by a lot of Tigers.
All right, this is where you make your hay right here. This is 4th and goal. We've got to come in.
Sorry for the wind noise, guys. The wind's picking up. We are outside the booth. 4th down and goal. 7:21 to play in the half. Sheldon takes the snap. He's going to follow his blockers. He turns it upfield.
He got in there.
To get in.
Touchdown.
And we got a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Attaboy, Sheldon.
Sheldon Graham with a 3-yard carry for the score. We're an extra point away from tying this ball game up. 7 minutes to play in the first half.
Sheldon Graham said, "Give me them cookies."
We're multitasking here. big winds are picking up. We got storms just to the north. Our only shelter is being held down by us. We're multitasking.
If this canopy picks up, it's going to take me with it because I'm hanging on.
That's all right. Landon Meyer out to kick.
A dependable lawnmower is just about the best thing you can own. Until it quits. Discount Auto Parts on Alabama 67 in Priceville is the #1 store in North Alabama for lawnmower parts, both new and aftermarket. All brands: Kawasaki, Craftsman, Briggs & Stratton, Honda, Black & Decker, Toro, Ryobi, Troy-Built, and more. Discount Auto Parts has in stock or can get lawnmower parts within a day. Get the right lawnmower part at the right place. Home owned for over 3 decades. Priceville's Discount Auto Parts.
Owen Home Appliance Center has the appliances you want at prices matching their competitors. Find new appliances from well-known brands like GE, Frigidaire, Electrolux, and Hotpoint, along with scratch and dent and gently used appliances to fit your budget. Owen Home Appliance also carries comfortable Franklin furniture recliners made in Houston, Mississippi, located on the left at the end of the 231 detour at Cateco, or at the end of the Cateco Floret Road. Quality products, quality service, quality pricing. It's in the name. Owen Home Appliance Center.
Ready to give your home or business a fresh new look? Let Paintworks 35 plus years of experience bring your walls to life. We do it all: interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting. For a free estimate, call Paintworks today at 256-466-9556. That's 256-466-9556. Paintworks. We turn ordinary into extraordinary.
Open the door to savings.
Foodland has featured fresh, hand-cut quality meats at the best value since 1993. At your Priceville Foodland, you'll find a hometown experience and unbelievable prices. Come in and check out our wide variety of produce, too. Great meat, great service, great prices. Open Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We thank you for supporting your independent grocer. Priceville Foodland, proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs.
Now more Bulldog play-by-play on Fun Radio, Fun 104.9.
All right, we're back to Ardmore High School. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Sheldon Graham scored on a 3-yard run to tie the game up at 7. Landon Meyer did hit the extra point, but coming out of the kickoff, Xavion Hawthorne took it to the house. Ardmore answered right back. 13-7 is your score. Extra point is about underway. We are back live. The snap. The right snap. It's on the ground, and he's on the ground. He tries to throw it, and that extra point try is going to be no good. 13-7 is your score. We're going to stay right here through the stoppage of play right there. Good drive by the Bulldogs. That was a sustained drive. And we pushed the ball down the field. A different look that nobody's seen this season with the Wildcat. Got it all the way down to the goal line. Took us 4 tries to get it into the end zone, but we did.
Absolutely.
Good execution by the Bulldogs. With Hawthorne's speed, kickoff went deep. It went down to the.
He caught it on the goal line.
Yeah, and
it was a foot from going into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
And he snatches it out of the air. But that's what he does, though. He's a junior running back that does a lot for their team. When the ball's in his hands, he has the ability to do that. Went straight up the middle. No one was able to tackle him. Can't catch him.
Yeah.
Took it to the house.
You could see his explosive speed. Just the burst that Coach Snyder talked about. He fired through the line, and once he got through a few tacklers, he was gone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too, David. Once he got to the center of the field, it was like he hit turbo playing a PlayStation game. He just shot out like a rocket, man.
What's those the special effects when you have the turbo boost, when you know the secret code? He had the secret code.
One thing I do think that our guys, it's going to show a lot of growth in them, of character. Let's see how they answer, because I think our guys believe that they're just as good. We have athletes that look just like him. And let's just see. I believe they believe we can run the ball right back down on them.
But you got to remember, guys, that they've only had 2 really big plays. So we got to remember that. We have drove the field both times that we've had the ball. So we should believe.
Pooch kick over to the far side, over to Jack Eubanks. He gets clocked.
He called a fair catch.
He called a fair catch. They did throw flags on that, didn't they, Bo?
Absolutely. Eubanks got up. 10 got up. He's trying to check where both of his arms are.
He was decleated, that's for sure. He fair caught it at least 3 seconds before the ball was caught.
That's going to put us on the 46. Pretty sure.
6:56 to play in the first half.
Discipline. That's going to be the difference in this game.
Just an unnecessary call or unnecessary hit right there for the Tigers. Put the Bulldogs in
47.
Put the Bulldogs in positive territory with the 47-yard line. It's going to be a real start over from there.
Eubanks is out in the quarterback.
We didn't have
giving him another look.
We didn't have a chance to do our Citizen Family Dentistry scoring recap earlier. Scoring recap was capped off 3-yard touchdown by Sheldon Graham. Tied the game up at 7. Jack Eubanks calls his own number. He dances through the line. He's trying to get free. He's out across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 5.
I love Jack's tenacity, his determination. He got popped on a fair catch. The kind of hit that you just scared that you might get hit when you're catching that ball. He got hit really hard. Comes back. Hey, we need you in there at quarterback. Calls his number. Gets a good yardage here on first down. That's the kind of player he is.
Eubanks at quarterback, Bronson in the backfield. Bronson to his left, single wing formation. Give to Bronson. He goes straight up the right side. He makes it through the hole, makes one man miss down across the 40, across the 35, down to the 32-yard line. That's going to be an Aiken and Associates first down for the Dogs.
Here we go. We're going to hustle up to the line right here. Try to catch them a little bit with this hurried up offense. I like it.
Single wing formation. Maywell in motion. They give to Bronson. He follows his blockers. Off the right side, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of 1. He had Avalos and Trent Wood out front, but he tried to turn it back up to the middle, and he just ran into a wall and got stopped right there. 5:56 to play in the first half.
Looks like a heat timeout.
And we got a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs.
Need a roof installed or replaced? Call Sharp Roofing and Construction in Priceville. Our team of professionals are fully insured, safety tested, and offer free estimates. We make the process as smooth as possible so you can relax while we do the work. Call us today at 256-580-6075. Look us up on Facebook or visit our website at Sharp Roofing and Construction.
104.9 FM.
Bulldogs driving, 2nd and 9. Man goes in motion. Jack takes it. He goes off left side, out across the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
First down right there.
That should be another Aiken and Associates first down for the Bulldogs. Tough yardage right there by Jack Eubanks. One thing I want to say, Bubba, we've had 3 drives, and we've had 3 completely different looks. You had a first drive with Sheldon Graham in shotgun. You had a second drive with Maywell. Now you've got Jack. They don't know what defense they need to run because they're getting 3 completely different style offenses right now.
Yeah, and I think it's just keeping them off balance and keeping them guessing, which that's a luxury that we have with the offense that we're running this year. Multiple players that could do damage.
Jack doing the same thing. He makes one man miss, goes straight up the middle, out across the 15. Still pushing down close to the 10. He's still on his feet. They whistle it down. They whistle it dead. Looks like he's down to about the 11, maybe the 10-yard line. Let's see where that ball is officially spotted.
Bo, we talked about a battle of the trenches, but I think we're slightly undersized here, but are our boys, we're showing some heart in this first half. We're up for the challenge when it comes to these trenches.
2nd and 2. Bulldogs in the red zone, ball around the 11-yard line. Need to get down to the 9 for a first down. Eubanks still at quarterback. Bronson in the backfield to his left. The snap to give to Bronson. He goes straight up the left side. He's out across the 10, down to the 5. He's down. That's going to be another Aiken and Associates first down for the Bulldogs.
First and down inside.
A dependable lawnmower is just about the best thing you can own. Until it quits. Discount Auto Parts on Alabama 67 in Priceville is the #1 store in North Alabama for lawnmower parts, both new and aftermarket. All brands: Kawasaki, Craftsman, Briggs & Stratton, Honda, Black & Decker, Toro, Ryobi, Troy-Built, and more. Discount Auto Parts has in stock or can get lawnmower parts within a day. Get the right lawnmower part at the right place. Home-owned for over 3 decades. Priceville's Discount Auto Parts.
Owen Home Appliance Center has the appliances you want at prices matching their competitors. Find new appliances from well-known brands like GE, Frigidaire, Electrolux, and Hotpoint, along with scratch and dent and gently used appliances to fit your budget. Owen Home Appliance also carries comfortable Franklin furniture recliners made in Houston, Mississippi, located on the left at the end of the 231 detour at Cateco, or at the end of the Cateco Floret Road. Quality products, quality service, quality pricing. It's in the name. Owen Home Appliance Center.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special, a time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Gillette Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Looking to upgrade your home? Natural gas appliances heat faster, last longer, and cost less to run. From high-efficiency water heaters to natural gas ranges, dryers, and outdoor grills, even generators providing the performance and savings you're looking for. Visit WheelerBasin.com. Proudly serving Falkville, Priceville, Somerville, Trinity, and surrounding it.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. We're at Ardmore High School. We do have storms in the area, and we're having some connectivity problems right now with the storms. Priceville Bulldogs did just score. Jack Eubanks with the touchdown. Landon Byer, extra point is up and good. Bulldogs are going to take the lead 14-13. While we've got a break, we're going to send it over to Ken in the studio for the Gilbert and Bob Forward in-game scoreboard update.
Hey, David, this is Ken with the Gilbert and Ball Forward scoreboard update. We got Holly Pond 6, Sylvania 0, Fairview 21, West Point 0, Coleman 9, Athens 13, Austin 3, Sparkman 0, Gunnersville 14, Brewer 0, Geraldine 20, Asbury 0, Plainview 13, Randolph 0. And if you're following the Columbia Watch, Muscle Shoals is leading Columbia in the second quarter 21-0. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Ken. You know, Bubba, you talked about it just about the time we started the drive. It was going to be interesting to see how we answered the kickoff return by Xavion Hawthorne earlier. I think we got our answer.
Just a lot of character on our team. It's tough to go down. We answered their touchdown early, but then to kick it off and have them run 100 yards back on us. I mean, You could get deflated really quickly. But our guys, I just think they have determination, and they've got a lot of belief in what they're doing this year. Different Bulldog team this year than that was out here last year.
Landon Meyer with the kick. He kicks it to the near side. Ball gets caught out to 5. This gets brought out across the 10, across the 15.
Yes, sir.
Wrapped up. Colton Maywell with the tackle in the backfield. Never got him in space.
Definitely a good tackle there by 21. Blackjack gets him down on the 15-yard line. Much better coverage and pursuit of the ball than we had last time when they took it back to us 100 yards.
You know, Bubba, I'm more impressed that we haven't done our scoring off of huge plays. We have worked every yard and worked every second of this ball game and just playing blue-collar, physical Bulldog football.
That's right. And I think if you take the two, I'd rather have the offense that we've got, just the methodical, move it down the field. And we've played good defense too, Bo.
Absolutely. We played great defense.
Empty backfield for the Tigers. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Man goes in motion. Handoff. He turns it back upfield. He runs into a wall of Bulldogs. He's going to get out. Not quite to the 20, maybe to the 19-yard line. Bringing up second down.
I do want to say when there was about 8 minutes left, Coach Burke grabbed about 4 or 5 of his defensive leaders, pulled them down to the side, pulled out a dry erase board. He saw something, and they all nodded their heads, and they went back out there and it made a stop. That was pretty cool to watch.
44, Kobe Kukic set in the corner on that one to force him back up inside. where the Bulldogs brought them down to the ground there. Good play by 44 to get out there and press them to turn it back up inside.
King at quarterback. He's got Riddle in the backfield. 2 receivers right. The snap. He fakes it. Oh, he gives it to Riddle. Riddle turns it back into the middle. He pushes through some hard yards. Gets out across the 25, out to the 26-yard line.
First man got there. Cuckett got there again, but just missed the tackle in the backfield. Could have really been a loss of about 3 or 4 yards there.
We've got an injured Tiger on the field. While we've got it just a second, Citizen Family Dentistry score and recap. 47-yard drive by the Bulldogs, capped off by a touchdown run by Jack Eubanks. Landon Meyer with the extra point kick that gave the Bulldogs the 14-13 lead, where we're sitting right now with 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Got a question for y'all. What do you think just mentally the Tigers are thinking that, and Bo's right, we've been able to methodically move the ball down, consistently running the ball. 3 different looks that we've given, and multiple players, too, that are running the ball. Not just one guy that they can key on. 2 different quarterbacks, 3 different running backs. What do y'all think mentally they're thinking?
I think with Coach Snyder, having a chance to talk to Coach Snyder, they were prepared for this. They were prepared for this type of football game. I don't think they were prepared for the multiple sets. But to have those kind of looks, those are some adjustments that they're going to have to do at halftime, and he's going to have to be able to coach them through that.
Yeah.
But, I definitely think that they were prepared for this type of football. Riddle in the backfield. Ball in the near hash. They give to Riddle. He tries to go off left side. He gets wrapped up behind and rode to the ground out to the 29-yard line.
Good pursuit from the back, like you said, David. 5'4", Cole Oliver. Good pursuit from the backside and really drug him down. When he made his cut back up inside, Cole was able to catch him. I think if he had kept it outside, it might have been a little bit more gain on that one.
Bulldogs are getting a good job getting some pressure on the perimeter, forcing that back to the inside where you've got help.
Big down right here, I believe.
One thing I've noticed, we're seeing Big Aiden Ellis. He's at right tackle right now. He's playing both sides of the ball, just trying to open up a lane. King rolls to the near side. Jumps the pass. Carty with a pick. No, I thought Carty had the pick. He made the catch. Man, that was a great jump by Caden. I thought he had it right there.
Woo! 3 was on that pass, watching the quarterback's eyes, and he beat him there, but it just went through his hand.
I thought he had 2 hands and a foot on the ball.
Hey, I thought Coach Coffey was going to outrun him down the sidelines. That guy took off and was fired up.
Did he make the catch?
He made the catch. Number 13, Caden Larson for the Ardmore Tigers made the catch. Great play by Caden. He almost had it. Ball's on the ground. Ball on it.
Oh, let's go.
And that's a turnover.
Crispin.
John Scott Crispin with the fumble recovery.
Let's go.
Deep in Ardmore territory. 2 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs have the ball. Bad snap right there for the Tigers. Ball went straight to the ground. But John Scott, first night on defense, he's been on offensive only, but he's playing for an injured Braden Reamer. Jumps on the ball, gets the turnover. Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10.
Bo, perfect timing right here. 2 minutes to go. This is where we want to be. We're inside the 30. Let's run some methodical plays here and just keep banging on them. What it would do if we were to score right here going in before halftime.
Well, you talk about this game is a huge game of momentum, and we just made a huge stop. After they scored, we scored. We just made a huge stop. Let's see what we got. 2 minutes left. The sideline's fired up. Everybody's fired up. Let's go.
Bronson with a direct snap. He gets to Maywell. Maywell's dragging a guy with him. He gets out to the 27-yard line.
So what do we have? Bronson in the Wildcat?
Bronson in the Wildcat this time. 1:45 to play. 14-13 is your score. Bulldogs with a 1-point lead. Looks like Maywell's in the Wildcat right here with Bronson to his side. Maywell with a direct snap. He turns it back up the middle. He gets out across the 25. Brought down to the 23-yard line.
Sheldon's coming out now. Looks like we're going to be third.
Third and about 5.
3rd and 5.
1:20 to play in the first half.
Now they're going to stay with they're going with Jack. Jack Eubanks is going out there in quarterback, David.
Jack's coming out. Uriah's coming out on the field. Avalos coming off. Jacob Aldridge coming off. We've been running a 6 lineman set. We're backing it back down to 5. 2 receivers are left, 1 to the right. Play clock's down to 15. We're under a minute. The snap. Jack takes it. He makes one man miss. He turns it back to the right. He's getting close.
Yes, sir.
He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Jack Eubanks from About 25 yards out, touchdown. Mark them up, 6 points. That ATM, count on them, cash.
What a run by Jack Eubanks. He zigs, he zags, he turned it back up the field. We're in a spread formation, spread everybody out across the line, opened up a hole. Jack's vision was great on that play. We're pending an extra point right here. Bulldogs trying to take a 8-point lead with 52 seconds to play in the first half.
What an answer there. Woo! These last 5 minutes of this second quarter. Gonna have to catch my breath.
Hudson Eubanks coming out on the field. Landon Byer getting ready to kick. Sheldon Graham, your holder. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. And it's good.
Let's go. We're
with
up by
52 seconds to play. Man, what can you say?
They know we're in town.
They know we're in town. I think everybody
town.
knows we're in town.
They know we're in town. This first half, they know we're here.
You know, when we came into this game last year, we had a whole slew of turnovers. I think we had 5 or 6 turnovers in the game. But what we talked about this morning, we talked about what are you going to do with are you going to be able to get points off turnovers? John Scott Crispin with the turnover right there. We come in, 2-minute offense. Let's put it in the end zone. We did. Man, that's a huge touchdown going into the half. It's also a huge momentum killer for the Ardmore Tigers to go into the half where they were just 1 point down. Now they're 8 points down.
Yeah. David, you took the words right out of my mouth. We did talk about that this morning, that what we've done so well the first few games is turning turnovers into points. And that's exactly what we just did. I love it.
52 seconds. 52 seconds to play in the first half. 8-point lead. 21-13 your score. Jack Eubanks.
Complete momentum change. Complete momentum change. They had all the momentum with that 100-yard kickoff return. Our guys, though, didn't put their heads down. I'm telling you, I think they've got a quiet confidence about what they can do, and they've got a confidence in the coaching staff. Coaching staff obviously has confidence in them. It doesn't matter if we're running Wildcat, Eubanks at quarterback, Sheldon at quarterback. They just have confidence in what the coaching staff is asking them to do.
57 seconds left to play in the half. Pooch kick by Landon Byer. It comes to the near side. It hits the ground. It's down on the ground at the 10. He picks it up. He runs across to the middle of the field. He tries to get off the 15.
There we go.
He's stacked up by a whole pack of Bulldogs, and he's brought down to the 21-yard line.
Pooch Kent still went to the 10-yard line, though.
Pooch kick into the wind goes to the 10-yard line. Man, Landon Byer's got a strong leg, and it's fun to watch.
Landon does his job.
The Citizen Family Dentistry score and recap, 23-yard touchdown run by Jack Eubanks, giving us the 8-point lead.
46. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do here. They're pinned inside their 30-yard line, 25-yard line down here in the 21. I don't know. Are they just going to pack it in and go to halftime?
You know, if I'm Coach Snyder, I'm going to try to get Hawthorne out in space. I'm going to be looking for something off the perimeter, or this is one where you air it out to Noah Stafford.
Could be.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He drops back to pass. It's a little screen pass. He's hit the backfield.
There
He's
we go.
Down. Good coverage right there by the Bulldogs.
Julian Avalos smelled it out. 18, strong in the backfield. That was his man. That running back, David, come from our side of the field all the way back to the other side, but Avalos was there. He was watching that play.
King rolled out to the near side, and he turned real quickly back to try to get it into the hands of his running back. Good defense right there.
Clock's running down. Couldn't have asked for a better first half. We come to Ardmore. They know we're here. Bulldogs are in the town.
I think Ardmore's going to concede. They're not
Let's
they're
go.
not going to run another play. Man, what a half right there by the Priceville Bulldogs.
Rough rags are flying. Roof, roof, roof.
And the clocks have hit 0 when we've hit halftime. Man, what a half right there. I know Bo's probably going to try to catch Coach Parker. We'll see if he can get Coach Parker here in just a second. Coach Parker.
Is there anything in particular that you saw from the other side that you didn't expect tonight?
Well, you know, we gave up a free touchdown right there on the kickoff. Cannot happen. You know, I personally don't think we're playing that great right now. I mean, we could play a heck of a lot better. We expected a war. It's what it is, and it's what we want it to be.
All right, Coach.
That was Sharp Roofing and Construction sideline reporter Bo Goss.
I could have done that interview. I could have done that for Coach Parker. I knew that's what he was going to say.
You know, one thing, we've been around Coach for a long time, and Coach is always going to coach. That's something that you definitely can't deny. We've been around him. We could have 18 touchdowns on the board, and he's still going to go into halftime with something to get on him. So
that's what you want, though.
Hey, one thing I'll say is on that kickoff return, he was losing his mind. And I don't know if you noticed, every kickoff after that, our special teams lit them up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point, Bo.
Well, it's halftime. 21-13 is your score. Bulldogs on top. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get into the Alpha Insurance Nick Garner Insurance halftime show. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Whether you own your dream home, have a manufactured home, or rent, Alpha can build a home insurance plan for you that will provide you peace of mind. Alpha's talented team of hometown agents and customer service representatives are eager to help you. To find property coverage without breaking the bank, call Alpha Insurance Agent Nick Garner at 2.
Citizen Family Dentistry is more than just a dentist's office. They are your partner in creating healthy, beautiful smiles. From pediatric care for little ones to advanced cosmetic dentistry for adults, Citizen Family Dentistry has your family's smile in mind. And with Invisalign, the latest technology for straightening teeth, you can achieve the smile of your dreams, discreetly and comfortably. Located in Mallard Village, Priceville, and on Highway 31 in Hartselle, welcoming new patients of all ages. Citizen Family Dentistry. Your family's smile is our priority.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home in Priceville? Look no further than Holly Blackwood, your dedicated real estate agent and proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs. Holly Blackwood is more than just a real estate agent. She's a pillar of our community. When you choose Holly Blackwood, you're choosing someone who genuinely cares about making Priceville a better place for everyone. Trust Holly Blackwood, the community's trusted real estate agent. Contact Holly Blackwood at 256-612-0034. The last realtor you'll ever need.
Football season is here, and there's no better way to enjoy the game than with Flash Fiber Internet from Joe Wheeler EMC. With speeds up to 2 gigs, Flash Fiber gives you the power to stream every touchdown, every play, and every victory without a hitch. So visit jwflash.com and experience the winning difference of Flash Fiber. It's time to get away from that old-fashioned internet provider and take a giant step into the future with Flash Fiber from Joe Wheeler EMC. Flash Fiber, your high-speed internet connection for Morgan and Lawrence counties. Visit jwflash.com to learn more.
From the Holly Blackwood Realty broadcast booth, it's Priceville Bulldog football on 104.9 FM.
Back to Ardmore High School. The bands are on the field. Pride of Priceville is on the field. They're fixing to play for the Ardmore fans. 17 minutes to go till we get this third quarter underway. But we're going to send it over to Ken for the Gilbert and Baugh Ford halftime scoreboard update. Here's Ken.
Hey, David, Ken with the Gilbert and Baugh Ford scoreboard update. Scottsboro 14, Boaz 0. West Morgan 7, West Limestone 0. Geraldine is over Asbury 20-0. Whitesburg Christian 28, Brindley Mountain 0. Bob Jones 16, James Clemens 0. Madison Academy 35, DAR 0. Athens 21 over Coleman with 16. And Florence 21 and Albertville 0. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Ken. Bubba, let's run through some of the stats. We've got some tallies. I appreciate John Cahey, Rodney Duke. They're kind of helping keep up with some unofficial stats in the game.
Dude, they do a great job. I don't know how they keep track of every play.
Well,
because we're watching it, we get too excited. I don't even know what the stats are.
Well, first half stats. Bronson Carroll already has 87 yards of running, 87 yards of rushing. A good half for him, and those are all like hard runs. He's not breaking out into open space and getting 10, 15 yards at a time. It's he's working for every.
No, that's on at least 15 carries, probably. I would think.
Colton Madewell, he's got 54 yards rushing. Xavion Campbell's got 21 yards. Sheldon Graham's got 9 yards and a touchdown. Jack Eubanks, 52 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I just did a quick math in my head. That's 200 yards rushing.
81, 51, 40, 67. Yeah,
that's over 200.
230 and 3 scores on the ground.
We had 280 last week against Brewer. So first half, we've already 230 yards maybe in rushing. What does that tell you?
And it's not explosive runs. I'm not saying it's not explosive. It's sustained, methodical drives that Coach Parker has designed to work through the defense and a very tough defensive front. we wondered what kind of experience troubles that the defense might have, and football is a game of adjustments.
Yeah.
You see something on the first drive, you're going to adjust for the next, and one thing that it's obvious they're having trouble right now is reading Jack.
Yeah.
And Jack's shown great vision through the tackles. We wondered if we were going to try to run around Aiden Ellis and that defensive front. Coach Parker said, we're going to run right through you. Trains coming through you.
We said that it was going to be a battle of the trenches, and I think Price was up for the challenge. I mean, I'm just sitting here with a smile on my face. Like, I didn't see it quite playing out that way. We still have another whole half.
Yeah.
But half the game's over, and we've been the most aggressive team when it comes to being in the trenches. I think also on the defensive side.
Well, you look at on the defensive side, we talked about John Scott Crispin. First game to come in, he's coming in, he's subbing in for Reamer. What a huge turnover right there to jump on the ball and the fumble recovery. We turn around, put seven points on the board. So important right there for just the momentum swing to get into halftime with an 8-point lead.
Yeah, I think our defense, honestly, David, I think we have them guessing. You can see that they're trying a lot of different things. I think we have them guessing as to what's going to work for them. Right now, they haven't really found anything that they can put their hat on that this is going to work for us.
Yeah.
That's why we see them they're doing a lot of different things on offense. We know when they ran one ball back, a kickoff 100 yards. We don't know what that would have looked like if they would have had a chance to run some series there. But from what we've seen, they've just tried a lot of different things. As I think our defense has come at them in lots of different areas, and we're making sure-handed tackles when we get there. It's been impressive on both sides of the ball.
We've done a really good job. We've had several tackles where Cole Oliver has been able to attack from the backside. Riddle's trying to get to the corner. The edges are staying sealed. We're pushing that guy back to the middle of the field, and Cole Oliver's right there taking him to the ground. And we haven't allowed them to bump it out into space. Other than there's only really one play that I can think of that Riddle really got away from us, and he picked up 30-40 yards on the play. But other than that,
was when he reversed the field on us.
Yeah, he reversed the field. He got through the line, and that was a busted play. We had him 4 yards in the backfield. We just couldn't bring him down. Excuse me. And that was Riddle on that play.
And that was a third down.
Yeah.
I don't think they got points on that drive.
Yeah.
I don't believe they did.
I don't think so.
One player that I'm really impressed with is Doran. I mean, the plays that I've really singled him out and watched him, he is up for the challenge. And I think he has literally the biggest job on the field tonight, right? But he is getting under his man. He's getting under Ellis, and with all his strength, he's getting leverage on him. And we haven't really seen where Ellis has been too disturbing. He's not throwing the guys in the backfield and making plays like we saw him in the first two games of the year. Not to say that he won't. Another thing too, I think that's telling is he came out on offense, and he's on the offensive line. So they're really trying different combinations to try to get through our defense. Defense has been impressive,
and they do have some size. I mean, when you take Ellis out, a big 6'8" presence right there at nose guard. They pull him out. They've got a 6'5", 300-pound substitute to come right back in the line to replace him. So they're not getting much smaller even when they're going. But it'll be interesting to see what they do in the second half. Is he going to continue to play both ways? Can he play both ways? But for them, they need him. They need penetration from him to be able to get these guys into space right now. And the Bulldogs are owning them. So
yeah, are you going to take them?
No, go ahead.
One thing I want to say is it seems like our guys are just so coached up to where even at the last minute, we've just run 2 wildcat patterns, right? 2 wildcat sets. Bring in a quarterback like Sheldon, who's traditional quarterback. They adjust.
Yeah.
Whatever plays they want to call with it, they can adjust. So I just think it's telling of our guys. They seem like they're well prepared, well coached to do whatever the coaching staff says to do. What players back there receiving the hike, it doesn't matter. I mean, who's behind center, they don't care. We'll block. And they trust each other. They're seeing a lot of trust right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, 10 minutes to go, 10, 11 minutes to go. Ardmore High School's marching band is out on the field. They're getting ready to perform, but we're going to take a break. It's halftime. Nick Garner, Alpha Insurance, halftime show. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 3461, and let's make a difference in our communities we call home.
Is life insurance on your bucket list? Life insurance from Alpha gives you the opportunity to protect your family's future. At Alpha Insurance, we offer a variety of life insurance plans to fit your needs and your budget. To take the first step towards safeguarding your loved one's future, call Alpha agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or go see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville beside the Wabahoe.
Are you sure you're not paying too much for insurance? At Aiken & Associates, we offer home, auto, farm, commercial insurance. It's always a good idea to review your insurance policies periodically to ensure you have the best coverage for the best price. Aiken & Associates is an independent agency that does all the work for you by shopping your rates through multiple A-plus rated companies. Visit one of our offices in Priceville, Cullman, and Decatur. Give us a call today for a quote from Aiken & Associates Insurance Group at 256-355-8500 or visit our website at aikenandassociates.com.
When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
In a small town, you get unique benefits, such as the personalized attention at DOC Orthopedics. Our physicians live right here in the community. It not only makes them your neighbors, but also a part of your extended family. That's the level of care you receive. Even without an appointment, you'll always see a board-certified physician. Experience world-class orthopedic care from doctors who genuinely care about our community. DOC Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has proudly served our local community and sports programs for over 50 years.
Now back to the game on Fun Radio.
Guys, welcome back to halftime. We're at Cooper Field in Ardmore. The Prosper Bulldogs 21, the Ardmore Tigers 13. Bubba, it's been a heck of a first half to watch from the sideline. And let me just tell you, the sideline, the coaches, the players, everybody involved is just super focused and has just so much energy right now. And when I say ultra focused, I'm talking about every play, defensively, offensively. Things are just clicking on all cylinders for the Bulldogs right now.
Yeah, what do you think about as far as the defense goes and the challenge that I think probably they got, that they know that they were going to be a little bit outsized, but they are up for the challenge. I'm thinking that might be the unit right now that has the MVP. Offense has done good. But, dude, defense has played really well. Even the trenches across the board, linebackers coming up. When they get to the ball carrier, they're making tackles.
You know, you and I have talked about this before in football. You know, size sometimes, yes, size matters a lot. But sometimes size does not matter. Execution is what matters. And our defense has executed completely like we wanted to see.
Absolutely. I think I was talking to David. Ryder Doran.
Come on.
I think he has literally, I said, the biggest assignment on the field tonight.
Yeah, he's up against Big A.
He is. But I think, man, he has played so tough, and he's a young guy. So, you know, this is obviously the biggest moment he's had in his high school career. But under the lights tonight, he's accepted the challenge, done really well. And I think the way that he's played, it's allowed everybody else to play more freely. You know, he's manning up on his man, and it's allowed linebackers and other linemen to really – on the offensive side of the ball, it's allowed us to really do what we want to do as far as running the ball.
Yeah, David, Bubba, you and I are people who just love football, love the game. And you know as well as I know, when you're watching a football game, and it all comes down to coaching when it comes to assignments, it comes to penalties, it comes to all those little things, you know what people say? It's coaching. Well, let me tell you about the Prosper Bulldogs. When we coop turnovers, we score. When our assignments are out there, we're doing our assignments just like we're supposed to. The X's are where the O's are at. The tosses are where the tosses are supposed to be. The blocks are where the blocks are supposed to be. It's just been so much fun to watch the growth from this Prosper Bulldog team, even from the Jamboree game to tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it's telling as well, Coach Parker's halftime interview with you, how he says, hey, we really haven't played that well. you could tell our team was really excited when they left the field. They got done with the whistle blew. They're really excited, but I guarantee you he's in that locker room. He's not going to let them get too high.
That's right.
He's not going to let them think too highly of themselves. We haven't done anything, guys. We're up by 8 points. Ardmore on the road. You don't think they won't come back? You don't think they're over there and the coach is telling them the things that they can do to come back? So
that's exactly
he ain't going
right,
to let them get too high.
They're going to come out back on the field. I bet you as serious and as focused as if it was before the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it, man. First region game, this is a time, 2 nights tonight, boys, that we make a statement in our region and we take this first W. I'm excited to see what we see in the second half. I think we're going to see what we kind of saw in the first half. I think what we were doing was working. I mean, you think about it, Bubba. We only saw 2 huge plays that were negative for us.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, man, I said it earlier, man, we're playing blue-collar football, son. We are tackling, and we are inching our ways down the field, and we are wearing them down. I'm excited to see what the second half looks like.
Yeah, I like, too, the discipline that we've had. I don't know if we've had any pre-snap, maybe 1 or 2 pre-snap penalties. We've had maybe a few holding calls. But in an environment like this where they're anxious and they're ready to get after it, I think they've done real well discipline-wise as well to just not jump off sides, just stay on the, when the ball's hiked, they're playing their assignments. That does a lot, too, in the course of a game.
Now let's do our radio job as we should, too. Let's talk about the other side of the ball, the other side of the field. Ardmore's done a great job as we have worn down the clock on these long drives and scored and came back and answered what they did. You know what they did? They made a big play when they needed a big play to respond back to our response. I mean, we're playing cards right now, and it's a fun game to watch.
Yeah,
if you love football, you love tonight.
Yeah, I feel like with the way that these 2 teams are playing tonight, we're seeing a lot about the character of both of their teams, coaching staffs, head coaches, what we know that they're instilling in them, and they're not going to quit. We're not going to quit, but, they're going to come out. I would expect we're going to get the ball in this second half, but I would expect they're going to come out fired up on defense.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to play this second half like their hair's on fire. I think they are going to give it all they got, sling their bodies. Bodies are going to be flying around the field. It's going to be intense, and I'm super excited that I get to be on the sideline to be a part of that.
We need to
guys, we'll go. We got to take a quick break here. You're listening to Fun Radio Sports Network on 104.9. This is Bulldog Radio. You're listening to Bubba Thrash, Bogoff, and David Sharp. We'll be right back.
Your team getting their license is a huge milestone for them and for your insurance. With an auto policy from Alpha, you will have peace of mind knowing that your team is protected by quality coverage at an affordable price. To learn more about our discounts for young drivers, call Alpha agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or go see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville, next to the Wabahoe.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
The Pillbox Pharmacy Priceville is your trusted community pharmacy committed to outstanding customer service and affordable prices because your health should never be compromised. The Pillbox is a full-service independent pharmacy with a wide variety of services, including conventional prescription filling, medical equipment, immunizations, the convenience of free delivery on prescriptions, and a drive-through window on site. Located at 474 Alabama 67 South in Priceville. Experience the Pillbox Pharmacy Priceville difference today.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special. A time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Gillette Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Now more Bulldog play-by-play on Fun Radio, Fun 104.9.
Back to Ardmore High School. It's halftime. We're getting down to the final couple minutes of halftime. Bulldogs are out on the field. They're stretching. They've been out for maybe 2 minutes. We're seeing Ardmore just now starting to make their way out. Coach Snyder, I think he had a lot to say there in the first half.
Yeah, one thing I'm thinking now is we're seeing the teams come out. We get the ball first. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What kind of offense are we gonna come out in? We're gonna come out traditional quarterback. We're gonna run Sheldon out there. Will it be Eubanks? We're gonna continue to just do what's worked.
I mean, it's obviously that Coach Parker came in with a plan, and the plan was for you not to know what my plan was, because I've run 4 drives and every drive's different.
It's hard to go away from what worked for 2 drives in a row, right? I mean, we saw that the Wildcat was working, but they're obviously going to see that on their laptops or their iPads. They're going to make some adjustments, and their guys are going to be filling different gaps, different holes. But really, it's a chess game. All right, you made that adjustment. I'm going to make this adjustment. Now come and get me.
What's your biggest surprise of the first half?
I would say the defensive trenches. I believe. I mean, there's a lot of cool things going on in my mind right now, but I just think we've kind of set the tone on the defensive line. They haven't pushed us back, and they've gotten through. But they've got good running backs, though. I mean, you got to give it to them. Those guys are athletes, but for the most part, we've been really disruptive from the line of scrimmage. Behind the line of scrimmage,
our offensive line is definitely controlled, and I was going to go there too. I think that's from our vantage point, we've been able to see some of these holes open up. Offensive line is doing a great job of getting those holes opened up for the running backs. We're not trying to beat them to the corner. We're running smash mouth football straight to the linebackers and making these guys work for it.
One of the things I said pregame, I was kind of joking, but solve the riddle. What is the riddle? And I said, let's keep him, not very many yards on first down and give them long third downs. And that's what they've done. It's been 3rd and 5. It's been 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that all night. And they did bust a few of them for us, but we have held them a few times too. So, and we've caused them to really go down the field, despite a few explosive plays, but we've caused them to really work at what they've gotten. Yeah. So I think we've solved the riddle for the first half, but there's a new riddle out there now. We're going to have to solve him.
As we've talked, we know that they're well coached. We know Coach Snyder is going to come in with some adjustments at the half. It'd be interesting to see how he prepares and how we hang on. Are we able to take this 8-point lead and put more on the board and continue our defense just to keep them at bay? And I like where we're at right now. I think an 8-point lead at halftime is good. And let's keep pushing.
Yeah, it's like a cat and mouse game, I mean, and this is what coaching is about. When you get into this level of coaching, and then you know who your team is, they know who their team is, but we're going to make this adjustment. How are you going to respond? You make that adjustment, this is how we'll respond. So, let's hang on to the ball. Let's do what we've been doing the first half, and I think the adjustments that we'll make are going to be advantageous for us to continue to move the ball. But I'm interested to see what Ardmore is going to do on their side too.
One thing that I've noticed that could play a factor in the game. Early in the game, we had a wind coming from our left to our right. Wind was picking up out of the north, and now that front has shifted, the wind is actually pushing to the south. We're going to have the ball driving in the fourth quarter, driving to our left. A kicking game could come into play right there with Landon Meyer or even the deep kicks.
Yeah, right now this little pooch punch going into the wind. Ardmore is going to be kicking from their left to right, and we're going to be receiving this. We need to be aware that the ball could be coming out of the air a little bit funny on us. So just hopefully our guys are awake and seeing how the ball's fluttering through the air.
Hey, guys, I wanted to let you guys know I just spoke to one of the defensive coaches, and I said, what was the message given at halftime? And he looked at me and he said, all we talked about, and he did not look away from me, is finish. We have to finish.
Tigers lined up to kick. It is a pooch kick. It's going fair caught by Jack Eubanks. He catches it at the 36-yard line. Did not get depleted this time. And the Bulldog offense is going to take over first down and 10 right there.
Good starting point again. I don't think we've started outside of – this has been our average starting point for the most of the night right here, right around the 40-yard line, 35-yard line.
I'd love to know when the field gets flipped, are they going to try to push it deep, or are they scared of our deep backs? Are they scared of Maywell or Uriah Burnham of busting one out in space and being able to take it to the house? They're perfectly content with giving us the ball at the 35, 36, 37-yard line.
I think sometimes when you pooch punt, it's just we're hoping they have an issue with just catching it, fair catching it, whatever. So that could be the game plan there.
Looks like we're coming out in the Wildcat. Colton Maywell Bronson in the backfield. Bronson takes the snap. He gets to Maywell. Maywell comes to the near side. Gets across 35, 40. Turns it out. Kicks it to the outside. 45. Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That's going to be an Aiken and Associates first down for the Priceville Bulldogs.
Good block on the edge. You see Julian Avalo set that block, set the edge perfectly. There was only one guy that was going to get Madewell there, and he blocked him early on. The speed of Madewell, 21, comes around the side. Blackjack.
18, 19-yard gain for Colton Madewell. Aiken and Associates first down. Ball to 45. Bunch formation, heavy package. Still in the Wildcat. Madewell takes the snap. He follows his blockers. He turns it upfield across the 45, across the 40. He's dragging a Tiger with him. Down to the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Another big gain right there for Colton. That's going to be another Aiken and Associates. A pickup of 12 on the play.
I think Coach Parker said, we're going to keep doing what we were doing. The only difference there is they ran it to the right side. They've been banging it on the left side for most of the night here.
You know, you take one, you take a Wildcat. I mean, there's so many options right there that you can run out of the play where you've got Bronson taking snaps, giving it to Madewell. You've got Madewell taking the direct snap and just following his blockers. A lot of different looks right there. Still in the Wildcat. Looks like Bronson's going to take the snap this time. Madewell to his right. Ball lined up in the center of the field. Ball to the 32-yard line. First and 10. High snap. He gives it to Madewell. Madewell goes to the left side. He's wrapped up. He gets across the 35. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
David, you grew up farming. I'm sure you just love seeing these legs just churning that dirt up, buddy. They don't stop.
They're digging, that's for sure.
Good pursuit there by the Tigers on the right side of their line. They really snuffed that one out pretty quickly, and our blocks never did develop. We did get back to the line of scrimmage.
Madewell comes to the sideline to get the play. Still in the Wildcat. Play clock down to 13. 10:30 to play here in the third quarter, just underway. 21-13 your score. Priceville driving. Bronson with a direct snap. He takes it. He follows Madewell. He bounces off one man. He makes a miss. He hits the second guy. He's out spinning, trying to get across the 30, and he's drugged down. Pickup of about 3 hard yards right there for Bronson Carroll. Following his blockers. Gets positive yardage. We're going to be 3rd and 9.
He ran over the first defender, stiff-armed the second one. Then it took 3 guys to get him to the ground. 14 was not going down easy on that one. Good, hard run. Tough right there. Tough like a pair of Carhartts.
Jack Eubanks in at quarterback. Uriah Burnham out wide. Jake Hamilton out wide. 5 down linemen. The give to Bronson. No, it's the option play. Jack takes it. He turns back up. He's wrapped up. He turns back to the inside. He got across the 30. He's driving. Across the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Let's go. What a play. Oh, my God.
Completely reverse field on that one.
Jack Eubanks drugged 4 Tigers across the middle of the field, broke away, and he took it to the zoo in the left corner of the end zone.
10 was determined to get into the end zone there. I believe every Tiger on that defense had a chance to tackle him, but 10 was not going down. You can't arm tackle him.
Landon Byer lined up to kick the extra point. 27-13 your score. 9:31 to play in the third quarter. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it's good.
If the Bulldogs just didn't make a point, let's go.
I think they made a statement right there. 28-13 your score. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
At Wheeler Basin Natural Gas, we keep your home warm, your mills hot, and your energy bills low with clean, reliable natural gas service you can count on. Whether you're cooking dinner or heating your home, trust the energy that's been fueling our community for generations. Visit WheelerBasin.com. Wheeler Basin Natural Gas. Clean, local, dependable. Proudly serving Falkville, Priceville, Somerville, Trinity, and surrounding areas.
Ready to give your home or business a fresh new look? Let Paintworks 35-plus years of experience bring your walls to life. We do it all: interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting. For a free estimate, call Paintworks today at 256-466-9556. That's 256-466-9556. Paintworks. We turn ordinary into extraordinary.
Priceville Bulldog Football, 104.9 FM.
Landenbauer lined up to kick. 9:31 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs just extended the lead, 28-13. Ball's kicked to the near side, out across the 15. He's almost tackled by his own player. He's out across 20, 25, 30. He's wrapped up by several of the Bulldogs and brought down out about the 40-yard line. Good field position right there for the Ardmore Tigers.
21 there on the return. Jalen Smith. He's a sophomore linebacker, running back, all-around athlete. I heard he was the only underclassman playing and starting on this team. So he gets a lot of playing time just because he's a stud out there, 21, bringing that ball back to the 40-yard line.
Citizen Family Dentistry scoring recap, 30-yard run by Jack Eubanks, dragging all of the Tigers with him to the end zone for his third score of the game.
Get Jack a NIL deal with Crisco. That boy had a Crisco bath at halftime. Said, you're not going to tackle me with arms only. Crisco, if you're listening, we got your man.
2 running backs set for the Tigers. Ball in the near hash, ball to 40, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. King takes the snap. He gives it to the running back. He goes right up the middle, out across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. And then we come out of the play with the ball. They're saying the ball's down. Looks like it's going to be second down. Bronson Carroll came out of the pile with the ball.
Not sure how the line judge could see that. There's a midfield ump right there in the middle. Line judge said he was down. Not sure about that one. We come out with the ball out of the pile. That's okay.
Javian Riddle to the left. Hawthorne to the left. Ball's given to Riddle. He goes off right tackle. He's wrapped up immediately. John Scott Christmas right there on the tackle. It's whistle dead. No gain on the play. Third
down. Money down right here. Need to play discipline on the backside right here. We got a lot of good pursuit going, but this could be a play where they say these guys are really coming at us hard. Don't want to see them go over the top right here.
Yep. It's one of those plays where they may try to slip a receiver out the backside, but he's going with an empty set right now. He's got three receivers right, 1 to the left. The snap, he drops back. He's looking right, 1-on-1. It's called. Let's see. It's going to be short of the 50-yard line. The pass was caught. That's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Let's see what the Tigers do right here. You would expect them to go for it, being down 2 scores. Big down right here for the Bulldog defense.
We can get some pursuit right here. We just want to be disciplined, not jump off sides.
4th down and
make
about
them,
a half
make them
yard.
earn it. Make them earn it.
Ball lined up at the 50.
They're going in the Wildcat.
Bunch formation. There's my snap. It's back. It's about the 40. He's hit him.
Yes, sir.
Bulldogs are going to take over. Big turn.
Yes, sir.
On down.
They went into the Wildcat. I believe it was Hawthorne. Was it Hawthorne or Riddle that was back there to receive the hike? Bad snap, though.
Ball tipped off his fingertips, and he tried to turn it around, but the Bulldogs' pursuit was right there. And Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10. Ball about the 35-yard line.
All right, David. A lot of excitement going on right here. Need to calm the guys down.
Calm down. What are you talking about?
Calm them down. Get them focused. This is a good opportunity right here, but let's just stay disciplined and keep running our offense like we've been doing all night. Looks like we're going back out with the Wildcat. Not sure if it's going to be Madewell or Bronson that's going to receive the snap here. Looks like Bronson.
Heavy formation, heavy on the left side, ball on the far hash. Give to Madewell. He comes to the near side. He gets around the corner. He's out across the 40, 35, 30, 25. He runs into a man still going. On the sideline. We'll see where he's out.
Bo, I see you down there with your mouth open. What happened there? Did he run over somebody?
Dude, he stopped on the sideline, threw him out, looked at him, and then took off again. It was crazy.
I can
21 showing out a little bit.
The dogs ate their puppy chow for dinner. I don't know whatever they ate. I heard they ate Taco Mama for dinner. They need to have a bowl of Taco Mama every night.
Dude, Coach Burke just bumped me so hard my headset hit the ground.
Colton Madewell with the direct snap. He goes up the middle, out across the 10. That was an Aiken and Associates 1st down.
I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. There's a lot of backs in 5A that are made, but they're not made well.
Let's go, dogs. 2nd down and 8. Ball in the red zone for the Bulldogs. Jack Eubanks checks in. Colton Madewell checks out. Bronson's still in the backfield. You know they're going to be keying in on Jack. This will be a good time for Bronson to get one out wide. Nope, Jack's going to take it. He follows Bronson. He gets wrapped up by a couple of Tigers out across the 10, down to the 9. They knew he was going to take the ball. Clock still ticking.
You know, in a physical game like this, guys, sometimes you just got to be a dog. And to me, Jack Eubanks is an example of just a dog. He loves the game and loves the ball.
You know, that dog mentality, too, is contagious, Bo. You see your running back go and do what ours have been doing tonight. Quarterback's running hard. Sheldon's running hard. It just gets contagious across the whole offense.
Uriah Burnham checks into the game. Madewell out at wide receiver. Jack takes the snap. He gets around one man down to the 5. He's close to the pylon. Let's see where it is, and we've got a flag on the play.
Oh. What are we going to?
Illegal shift on the offense. I think we were still moving. We were still moving when the ball snapped the ball.
Okay.
Let's go, Bulldogs! 6:04 to play in the third. 28-13 is your score. Bulldogs in control for the moment and driving. Ball lined up around the 14-yard line.
I think just our offense right now just has them guessing, off balance completely. They don't know which gaps to hit. We got a lot of misdirection going on. We got fakes going in different directions. Exactly what we were talking about in pregame.
Eubanks at quarterback. Madewell goes in motion. He comes back in the backfield. Two back set. To give to Madewell. It's the option play. Oh, it's a reverse.
Oh!
He's wide open. Touchdown, Uriah.
I saw that play in practice last week.
Oh, man. Uriah Burnham comes in with the end around. It's an option play. Looked like it was optioning to Madewell. It wasn't going to Madewell. It was coming to Burnham on the backside. That's 6 points for the Bulldogs.
Burnham comes in motion and catches the pitch 20 yards out, and Burnham he did for a 20-yard touchdown.
34-13 is your score. Pending the extra point, 5:57 to play in the third quarter.
Bubba, you were talking about solving that riddle earlier. Tonight, we just saw it get Burnham, so they burned the riddle.
I'm telling you guys, the misdirection stuff is going to be pivotal, and we're seeing where that's playing out tonight. That was an incredible play call.
Extra point is good with 5:57 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs in control, 35-13. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Auto parts for makes, models, and descriptions are on the shelf at Discount Auto Parts, Priceville's hometown auto parts stop for over 3 decades. In the middle of town on Alabama 67, Discount Auto Parts is your go-to store. And if they don't have the part you need, they'll get it next day for just about any part. Your hometown independently owned Discount Auto Parts. Open weekdays and Saturday at 7, Sunday too at 8 a.m. Home owned for over 3 decades. Best quality, best service, friendliest folks in town. Priceville's Discount Auto Parts.
Open the door to savings.
Foodland has featured fresh, hand-cut quality meats at the best value since 1993. At your Priceville Foodland, you'll find a hometown experience and unbelievable prices. Come in and check out our wide variety of produce, too. Great meat, great service, great prices. Open Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We thank you for supporting your independent grocer. Priceville Foodland, proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs.
From the Holly Blackwood Realty broadcast booth, it's Priceville Bulldog football on 104.9 FM.
Back to Ardmore High School. Teams are making the way out on the field. Man, what can you say about that player? Citizen Family Dentistry scoring recap, 20-yard score by Uriah Burnham on the reverse end around. Nobody in the zip code to get him. 6 points for Uriah.
That defensive end on this side, did you see how shocked he was when he saw Uriah coming around him?
Woo! He just took his helmet off and go wave. Landon Meyer lined up to kick. He's going to kick it to the near side. It's going to be out down about the 23-yard line. It's brought out. He runs into his own man, turns it to the middle of the field. He's out in space. Colton Madewell drags him down along with, let's see who that is. It looks like
Landon Meyer.
Boss Clemens also in there on the tackle.
Landon put his nose in there, too. Did you see Boss in there?
I did. Boss was in there. Boss and Madewell had him wrapped up, dragging him to the ground. Tigers are going to take over at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
Trip Sibley out there on special teams doing his part. Xavier Campbell, we hadn't seen him much tonight on the offensive side, but he's out there getting tackles as well on special teams.
I would like to see these guys calm back down. Let's get refocused. Let's come to do what we came to do.
2 receivers left. 2 backs in the backfield, Hawthorne and Riddle. Hawthorne goes in motion. He fakes it. He throws it to. He's got a little wide receiver screen over on the far side. Tackled. Looks like Avalos in there on the tackle. Pick up a maybe 3 on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 7.
You know, Julian, his last name Avalos means bold, and Julian means young, I believe. But I told him last week before the game, I said, "Do you know your name means bold?" He said, "I do," and he plays that way. You know what I mean? He's bold. He's just he ain't not scared to get his head in there. Just a sophomore, makes a lot of big plays for us on defense.
Ball in the far hash, Riddle in the backfield with King. The snap.
Ready to give your home or business a fresh new look? Let Paintworks 35+ years of experience bring your walls to life. We do it all: interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting. For a free estimate, call Paintworks today at 256-466-9556. That's 256-466-9556. Paintworks. We turn ordinary into extraordinary.
Your team getting their license is a huge milestone for them and for your insurance. With an auto policy from Alpha, you will have peace of mind knowing that your team is protected by quality coverage at an affordable price. To learn more about our discounts for young drivers, call Alpha agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or go see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville, next to the Wabahoe.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
The Pillbox Pharmacy Price Village, your trusted community pharmacy committed to outstanding customer service and affordable prices because your health should never be compromised. The Pillbox is a full-service independent pharmacy with a wide variety of services, including conventional prescription filling, medical equipment, immunizations, the convenience of free delivery on prescriptions, and a drive-through window on site. Located at 474 Alabama 67 South in Priceville. Experience the Pillbox Pharmacy Priceville difference today.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special. A time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Gillette Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 256-274-3461, and let's make a difference in our communities we call home.
Hey, welcome back to the broadcast. Having technical difficulties again out at the stadium, so we're going to update you on the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. Sardis 15, Arab 6, Austin 10, Sparkman 0, Cold Springs 14, Susan Moore 14, Coleman 23, Athens 21, Madison Academy 56, DAR 0, Douglas 35, Hayden 28, Whitesburg Christian 28, Brindley Mountain 0, and in college action, just one college game that we have for you is Louisville and James Madison. They are knotted up in the third quarter at 14 apiece. Back to you, Nick.
Is life insurance on your bucket list? Life insurance from Alpha gives you the opportunity to protect your family's future. At Alpha Insurance, we offer a variety of life insurance plans to fit your needs and your budget.
Jack Eubanks, he falls. I think he's cramping. He's grabbing his toe. He jumps up, tipped the ball up in the air, knocks it down. That's going to be 4th down for the Tigers. I think they're in a must go for it territory. It's 4th down and 10, ball at the 20.
Jack made a great play there, got up on his tippy toes. I think that's why when he jumped, he got a little cramp in his calf, but he's back up and at him. Big down right here. This is huge. Huge play.
As we got kicked off the air, the Tigers moved the ball down the field, extended by a 15-yard face mask penalty, but the Tigers have stalled right there. It's 4th and 10. 2 backs in the backfield. King takes a snap. He drops back to pass. He looks to the near side. He's flushed down the pocket. He's running. He's going to try to get the line of the game. And he's going to be tackled. I think he's short. We'll see what the official spot is. I think he's probably it's going to be close. I think he's going to be about a half-yard short. And they're going to say it's Bulldog football.
Let's go.
Turnover on downs right there. Let's go.
Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break right there.
I must have been the only person on our entire sideline that saw the referee motion that it was our ball because the entire Priceville side was quiet. But the head referee went out there and motioned and said, it's going this way.
Okay, they just made it official there. They just now called it, Dave.
Well, no, the white hat came out to about the 25-yard line and said, let's go this way.
Okay. Ardmore had not left the field. They're off here. I think their coaching staff was just hoping.
Guys, I'm down here with it right here by the change. It's about 18 inches.
18 inches short.
He nearly got it, didn't he?
This is one of those drives. We got 2:43 left to play in the third quarter. This would be one that would be nice just to keep that clock running.
Sheldon's back in quarterback now, so we're going back traditional set here.
There's no such thing as traditional.
That's true.
All right, the ball's being brought in. 2:43 to play in the third quarter. 35-13 is your score. Sheldon at quarterback. Bronson Carroll, your running back. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Ball on the far hash. The snap. The give to Bronson. He comes out. He goes off tackle. He makes 1-man miss. Makes 2-man miss. Plus the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 15, 20, 10.
Yes, sir!
Yes, Carroll.
Woo, son! Bulldogs
90 yards to the house. Bulldogs with a 41-13 lead. Extra point is pending. Explosive play right there by Bronson Carroll, taking it to the house on the first play of the drive.
You know, we talked about moving the ball methodically down the field.
Nah.
We'll take some of them, though. Let's mix some of that in, too. Bronson nearly ran out of gas, but he got it to the gas station.
Landon Meyer with the hits up and the kick. It's good. With 2:26 to play. Bulldogs extend the lead, 42-13. Man, Bubba, what can you say? I don't think anybody expected that. But man, once Bronson was able to kick it outside, make a couple man miss, he got out in space and he just outran the defense.
Coach Parker needs to open up a fence company. We've got offense, defense. He's got it all out there tonight.
Man, what a play! In the first half, he was sitting at close to 90 yards just in the first half of rushing. Unofficially, he put 90 on the board right there. He's 200 yards plus rushing tonight.
Wow, bend but don't break. We stop them on 4th down, about a yard from there getting the first down. First play, and we line up traditional there. They don't know what we're going to do because we come out with our traditional quarterback. Just simple handoff, power run around the side. Made a few men miss, set up some good blocks. There were some good blocks on the edge, but then he just big boyed them to the edge and took it to the house.
When When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
Whether you own your dream home, have a manufactured home, or rent, Alpha can build a home insurance plan for you that will provide you peace of mind. Alpha's talented team of hometown agents and customer service representatives are eager to help you. To find property coverage without breaking the bank, call Alpha Insurance Agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or stop in and see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville, beside the Wabahoe.
Citizen Family Dentistry is more than just a dentist's office. They are your partner in creating healthy, beautiful smiles. From pediatric care for little ones to advanced cosmetic dentistry for adults, Citizen Family Dentistry has your family's smile in mind. And with Invisalign, the latest technology for straightening teeth, you can achieve the smile of your dreams, discreetly and comfortably. Located in Mallard Village, Priceville, and on Highway 31 in Hartselle, welcoming new patients of all ages. Citizen Family Dentistry. Your family's smile is our priority.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home in Priceville? Look no further than Holly Blackwood, your dedicated real estate agent and proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs. Holly Blackwood is more than just a real estate agent. She's a pillar of our community. When you choose Holly Blackwood, you're choosing someone who genuinely cares about making Priceville a better place for everyone. Trust Holly Blackwood, the community's trusted real estate agent. Contact Holly Blackwood at 256-612-0034. The last realtor you'll ever need.
Football. Back to Ardmore High School. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We are back under play. We had a great play right there, Bubba, with Jack Eubanks broken up a pass. It's 3rd down and 10 right now. Ardmore has the ball at the 30-yard line. 2:12 to play here in the third quarter.
I love the freedom that our defense seems like they're playing with. They're just got the mentality, let's go get the ball. Everybody in the secondary is covering their men. They're doing very well discipline-wise and just on their assignments. It's really fun to watch right now.
Empty backfield for King. He takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He throws it up in the air. It's to the left side. He catches it. He gets tripped up. Looks like that's Sincere Baker on the coverage.
Stafford with the catch.
Stafford caught the ball, and he just kind of tripped over Sincere and goes to the ground. Looks like do we have flags on the play?
What?
And they're bringing it back.
Was it holding? Really? He ran out of bounds, they're saying.
Flag on the play. They're bringing it back.
Wow. I'll be honest. That's not a play that most high school refs are aware to call.
Yeah.
Unless he really went out of bounds. But if he went out of bounds and was still able to get past our defender,
if you go out of bounds,
that's pretty impressive.
If you get forced out of bounds, you got to establish yourself back in. You can't be the first man to touch the ball. They're going to punt the ball. We got a fair catch coming by Braden Graham, and he comes across the field and it goes the other way. It's going to be down by the Tigers. Ball at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to take over with just under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Again, we're going to start just outside of our 40, David. We've had good field position all night, except that last one we were inside the 10.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
that's really
kicking game has really been good for us.
That's the only drive I can think of in the recent game. We might have had a couple drives at the very beginning of the game when we started down here on the far south, towards the south end zone. But for the most part, we've been pretty much between the 40s or at least between the 30s starting out.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are coming out. Graham's coming out at quarterback. Bronson's still in the backfield.
Spread formation here.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. We do have a tight end. It's Jake Hamilton. Man goes in motion. It's a pop pass to Xavier Campbell. He stops his tracks. He turns it back to the inside. He gets wrapped up by the Tigers out to the 39-yard line where he's thrown to the ground. A pickup of maybe 1.5 yards.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. A good play by the defender there, Lucas Green, linebacker. He's a junior. He come up from his linebacker position and really put the pressure on Xavier right when he got the ball and forced him back up inside. He really saw that one coming. It's all right though. Keep him honest.
1:21 to play. Ball in the near hash. Graham still at quarterback. Bronson in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Play clock's winding down. It's under 5. They give to Bronson straight up the middle. He makes one-man miss across the 45, 50. He hits one guy. He turns back to the outside across the 45 to the far sideline, 40, 35. He's drugged down about the 30-yard line. Woo! Man, that's another 30-yard run right there for Bronson Carroll. And that's going to be an Aiken and Associates first down for the Bulldogs.
14's running with a lot of confidence. He doesn't feel like any of them can tackle him.
Yeah.
You can tell when he comes up on his head, he's either going to run you over or stiff arm you or drag you 5 yards. A lot of confidence with 14. For good reason, too. He's having a great night. Missing some tackles on the Ardmore side. A lot of missed tackles when they have a guy that engages the ball runner. They're missing tackles.
This is where these long sustained drives and these runs are just punishing on the defense. And the confidence is going down for the Tigers. They give to Bronson straight up the middle. He makes one-man miss. Makes two-man miss. 3. He's off. He's going back towards the end zone to the corner.
Dang,
he's down.
let's go.
The 5-yard line. That's going to set up first down and goal for the Bulldogs. What a run.
Tough. That's what I'm saying. Tough, Bo.
Yards after contact has got to be so high right there for him.
What an incredible third quarter. Not sure I've seen a third quarter like that in Bulldog history.
Insane. David, your dad would hire every single body up here on the farm, wouldn't he?
That's right.
I mean, they are working hard on it.
And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Owen Home Appliance Center has the appliances you want at prices matching their competitors. Find new appliances from well-known brands like GE, Frigidaire, Electrolux, and Hotpoint, along with scratch and dent and gently used appliances to fit your budget. Owen Home Appliance also carries comfortable Franklin furniture recliners made in Houston, Mississippi, located on the left at the end of the 231 detour at Cateco, or at the end of the Cateco Florid Road. Quality products, quality service, quality pricing. It's in the name. Owen Home Appliance Center.
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs.
Now back to the game on Fun Radio.
Back to Ardmore High School. Bulldogs driving 42-13 is your score.
What a great quarter there. I mean, coming out of halftime, you've got to figure that both teams want to make adjustments. And I feel like we just started with the ball in good field position and said, well, let's just keep doing what we're doing. And if Ardmore made some adjustments, we weren't able to see them in that quarter. Really kept them guessing. The long run by Bronson is just a backbreaker, honestly, to have something like that happen to you after you really want to come out and make a good stop. And that was after we had scored and held them on fourth down.
Bulldogs have the ball, first down and goal. Ball at the 5. We're coming back out in the Wildcat. Madewell, Bronson, both in the backfield. We're in a heavy set. Coulter Baldwin, Julian Avalos on the heavy right side package. The snap to Bronson. He follows Madewell. He's wrapped up from behind. Maybe a pickup of one. Madewell and a
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs.
Your team getting their license is a huge milestone for them and for your insurance. With an auto policy from Alpha, you will have peace of mind knowing that your team is protected by quality coverage at an affordable price. To learn more about our discounts for young drivers, call Alpha agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or go see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville, next to the Wabahoe.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
The Pillbox Pharmacy Price Village are trusted community pharmacy committed to outstanding customer service and affordable prices because your health should never be compromised. The Pillbox is a full-service independent pharmacy with a wide variety of services, including conventional prescription filling, medical equipment, immunizations, the convenience of free delivery on prescriptions, and a drive-through window on site. Located at 474 Alabama 67 South in Priceville. Experience the Pillbox Pharmacy Priceville difference today.
All right, we're back to Ardmore High School. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We've been having some connection issues with tonight's weather. We are in the injury timeout. Colton Madewell was down, just cramping. They do have him to the sideline, but both teams are on the respective sides of the field.
There's some kind of discussion here that Coach Snyder is looking at the refs for, and I'm not sure what they're discussing, but he had them look at something. Did he feel like maybe there was a fumble or something on the play?
I don't know.
You see how he's out in the field there.
I do. I think he wants an explanation for sure, but unless it was called in the moment, I don't know how they can really overturn anything.
What? Coach Parker's going out for an explanation.
Referees are on either side talking to the coaches. As it sits, it should be, I believe, 3rd down and goal for the Bulldogs.
Coach Snyder doesn't look happy. He's yelling at the ref. I think he's thinking something might have happened.
Open the door to savings.
Foodland has featured fresh, hand-cut quality meats at the best value since 1993. At your Priceville Foodland, you'll find a hometown experience and unbelievable prices. Come in and check out our wide variety of produce, too. Great meat, great service, great prices. Open Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We thank you for supporting your independent grocer. Priceville Foodland, proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs.
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs.
Need a roof installed or replaced? Call Sharp Roofing and Construction in Priceville. Our team of professionals are fully insured, safety tested, and offer free estimates. We make the process as smooth as possible so you can relax while we do the work. Call us today at 256-580-6075. Look us up on Facebook or visit our website at sharproofingandconstruction.com. Sharp Roofing and Construction proudly supports Priceville Bulldog Athletics.
Citizen Family Dentistry is more than just a dentist's office. They are your partner in creating healthy, beautiful smiles. From pediatric care for little ones to advanced cosmetic dentistry for adults, Citizen Family Dentistry has your family's smile in mind. And with Invisalign, the latest technology for straightening teeth, you can achieve the smile of your dreams, discreetly and comfortably. Located in Mallard Village, Priceville, and on Highway 31 in Hartselle, welcoming new patients of all ages. Citizen Family Dentistry. Your family's smile is our priority.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home in Priceville? Look no further than Holly Blackwood, your dedicated real estate agent and proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs. Holly Blackwood is more than just a real estate agent. She's a pillar of our community. When you choose Holly Blackwood, you're choosing someone who genuinely cares about making Priceville a better place for everyone. Trust Holly Blackwood, the community's trusted real estate agent. Contact Holly Blackwood at 256-612-0034. The last realtor you'll ever need.
Landon Meyer lined up to kick, 10:48 to play. Pooch kick is short. It's going to the up max. Called 25, 30. He's looking for a hole. He's hit. Chase Couture brings him down along with another pack of Bulldogs. He's going to be out to the 36-yard line.
A lot of jockeying there with where they were going to position their athletes on kickoff return for Ardmore Tigers. They were keeping us guessing, and we didn't really know where we might kick it to, but it ended up being a pooch kick up to the up man, and that ended up being a good decision, I think. They got the ball there on the 35, so no harm done there.
Citizen Family Dentistry scored. Recap, 3-yard touchdown run by Sheldon Graham. He takes it up the middle for his second touchdown of the game. Bulldogs lead 49-13 with 10.5 minutes to play in the game. Tigers will take over on the near hash. Riddle in the backfield with King. The snap. He fakes it to Riddle. King takes it. He's wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to be a loss. That's a loss. But a 3-yard loss on the play. Good defense right there for the Bulldogs.
David, I'm seeing Houston Witten out there. He's a junior on the line, 65 there. So he might have come in for Chrisman, I believe, now to kind of give him a break. But he's looking good there in the center at the nose guard position. Yeah, he's been playing defensive tackle for a good bit of the year. This is his first year to start there on the defensive line. He's gotten to mix in a little bit on the offensive line through the season, but he's definitely been a good body right there for the defensive front for the Bulldogs. Want to make sure we stay good and secure over the top on these plays.
We give to Riddle. Riddle takes it to the left side. He patiently follows his blockers. He's wrapped up. That's going to be a positive gain, maybe 5 on the play, bringing it out to the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Here we are again, David. What do we got? 3rd and 8, you said?
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. We're making it really difficult on them, and honestly, I mean, it's narrowing their play calling book. You know, there's not too many 3rd and 8 plays you can run from this side of the field, and the way that we're pressuring them, they don't have a lot of time to set up too much of anything as far as pass routes go.
3rd down and 8. King in the backfield. Riddle to his left. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. King puts the man in motion. It's going to be a pop pass to the near side. It's going to be Hawthorne. Hawthorne's trying to find a way to go, and he can't. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He gets out to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 2. It's going to be 4th down and
game
5.
Tackle. Carty, first man on the tackle there. He held him up, and 4 Bulldogs come and helped them bring him to the ground.
4th down and 6. Punt team comes out. Braden Graham back deep for the Bulldogs. Garrett Wilson checks into the game for the Bulldogs.
Braden Graham back. You said Braden Graham back? Yep.
Yeah, Braden Graham's back. He's back at the 22-yard line to receive the punt. The kick gets up.
It's a good one.
It's straight towards Braden. He backs up. He just gets away from it. It's going to take a Ardmore bounce down inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldog offense is going to take over right there.
15-yard line. Not a bad starting position for us. Braden kind of just ran out of the way and got out of the way of that bad bounce. We got 8.5 minutes to go.
What a performance by the Bulldogs tonight. Such a difference from a year ago. Just the overall, I'm going to just say the development of the team.
Uh-huh.
It's and you know that starts with the coaches. It's the coaches all the way down to the ball boys. The growth that this team has had has been remarkable.
Here we go. Xavion Campbell in the backfield there. We're in the I formation.
Kason Drawbaugh checks into the game. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Xavion in the backfield. He's behind Graham.
Football season is here, and there's no better way to enjoy the game than with Flash Fiber Internet from Joe Wheeler EMC. With speeds up to 2 gigs, Flash Fiber gives you the power to stream every touchdown, every play, and every victory without a hitch. So visit jwflash.com and experience the winning difference of Flash Fiber. It's time to get away from that old-fashioned internet provider and take a giant step into the future with Flash Fiber from Joe Wheeler EMC. Flash Fiber, your high-speed internet connection for Morgan and Lawrence counties. Visit jwflash.com to learn more.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 256-274-3461, and let's make a difference in our communities we call home.
Is life insurance on your bucket list?
Life insurance from Alpha gives you the opportunity to protect your family's future. At Alpha Insurance, we offer a variety of life insurance plans to fit your needs and your budget. To take the first step towards safeguarding your loved one's future, call Alpha agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or go see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville beside the Wavaho.
Are you sure you're not paying too much for insurance? At Aiken & Associates, we offer home, auto, farm, commercial insurance. It's always a good idea to review your insurance policies periodically to ensure you have the best coverage for the best price. Aiken & Associates is an independent agency that does all the work for you by shopping your rates through multiple A-plus rated companies. Visit one of our offices in Priceville, Cullman, and Decatur. Give us a call today for a quote from Aiken & Associates Insurance Group at 256-355-8500 or visit our website at aikenandassociates.com.
When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
In a small town, you get unique benefits, such as the personalized attention at DOC Orthopedics. Our physicians live right here in the community. It not only makes them your neighbors, but also a part of your extended family. That's the level of care you receive. Even without an appointment, you'll always see a board-certified physician. Experience world-class orthopedic care from doctors who genuinely care about our community. DOC Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has proudly served our local community and sports programs for over 50 years.
Back to Ardmore High School, 6:53 to play. A little bit of extracurricular activities going on. A couple players from each team getting into it. They throw unsportsmanlike penalties on both teams. Offsetting penalties. We're going to keep playing. It's 3rd down and 8. A couple good runs by Xavion Campbell to get the ball down into Tiger territory. Again for the running back. He's trying to back his way in across the 40. Pushes down to the 37. A pickup of a couple. And that's going to be 4th down and 5.
Yeah, we're down to 6.5 minutes here. Large lead, so I think we're just going to get a heavy dose of our third-string running back here, Xavion Campbell, 24. He's a sophomore.
Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We've been having some connectivity issues tonight. Thanks for staying patient with us. Bulldogs lead 49-13. 6 minutes to play in the game. Ball on the far hash. Hard snap. Defense jumps. They make contact. And it's going to be offsides on the defense. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Hard count right there on 4th down. I don't think that's going to be enough to get us the first down yardage, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 1, I think. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 1. Xavion checks out. Bronson checks back in. And this whistle ready for play. We're 6 minutes to play here in the game.
Bringing in Bronson. He's a little bit thicker. He's proved that he can run through the tackles here. Let's see if we don't give the ball to him and get this first down.
Sheldon could be on a quarterback keeper right here if he follows his blockers. Another hard count. Ellis jumps off sides. And they did not throw a flag on that. He's all up in the line. Play clock winding down.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Graham's looking at the sideline for the play. The line's still down. 5:30 to play. Play clock under 5. Graham takes the snap. He follows the blocker. He goes off left hand across the 30.
Hang on to the ball.
20, 15, 10, 5. Bangs his way. He's out of bounds inside the 5.
I love it.
Everybody thought he was going between the tackles. He followed his blocker, but he kicked it to the outside. Nobody was there, and he got to run in space all the way down inside the red zone, down inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, Bo, I love the discipline of our offensive line there. I know you're down there talking to Coach Turner.
Yeah,
but the discipline, though, of our offensive line, that's twice that they've kind of been down in their crotch for a while, in their set. And they were disciplined not to jump off sides or false start.
Coach Turner and Coach Earl. I was just sitting there talking to both of them. They both said, we told you. Possible's no joke this year, and nobody, and I mean nobody, will work harder than us.
I love to hear that. And we can see it. You can see the product on the field. I've been watching practices. You guys have been to some practices this summer, and now we're 3 games into the season. But their hard work and their belief in each other, their dedication that they've had since the end of last season, it's really beginning to show itself in these big games. First region game here on the road against a big Ardmore school that's getting a lot of attention in the state. We're making a statement tonight.
I'm standing right down here with all the coaches and all the players. It is quiet. It is serious. It's like it's 0-0. The coaches' hands are on their knees, and they are still coaching, just like it's 0-0. I love every minute of this.
Official out of bounds for Sheldon right there was the 6-yard line, so it's first and goal. Give to Bronson. He bangs off one guy. He's wrapped up. Breaks the tackle.
What in the world?
And they blew the ball. Bronson broke through the tackle. They whistled it dead. He's in the end zone, and they're going to say he stopped forward progress. He banged off a tackle. He wasn't wrapped up.
What a call there. I mean, that whistle was so early. Can he not try to get away from the tackle? Literally, he wasn't even to the ground. He wasn't in a grasp.
He's standing up. He's basically like I wouldn't really call him wrapped up. The guy kind of had hold of him, and Bronson did what he's done all night. He's pushed off the guy, made it to the end zone. They give to Bronson on next play. He goes right up the middle between the tackles.
Oh.
He's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. We got a bunch of pushing and shoving going on from the Ardmore DB right in front of the referees pushing Kason Drabaugh.
I love it, though.
Kason just standing there, and the guy's coming over.
Coach Snyder, whenever that happens to one of his players, he's brought that player to the sideline. 14, it happened to him twice. He went to the sideline. This time I don't know the young man's number, but he just quickly got replaced. And you see Coach Snyder, he is really getting on his fella right there. We're not going to play that way. I like it. Discipline.
Yeah, like you said, just frustration all around for the Ardmore. This is not a position that they've been in a while.
Yeah, but I like it. They call a timeout. He's talking to his guys over there and just saying, guys, look,
we're going to finish it.
We're going to finish the right way, play the right way. We got character when you win or lose. And I think Coach Parker's probably saying the same thing to our guys down here in the huddle as well.
There's a lot of respect between both of these coaches, too. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely. They used to coach together.
They used to coach together at Athens. Both of them were assistants for Cody Gross, and they've each gone their separate ways. Parker here at Priceville and Coach Snyder here at Ardmore. Teams are starting to make their way out on the field. 4.5 minutes to play. Bulldogs are facing 3rd down and goal.
Savion's back out in the running back. Kason Drabaugh coming to the sideline. But two running backs in the backfield here, David.
Single receiver on either side. Let's go, Bulldogs! Sheldon, the quarterback, ball about the 3-yard line. The snap. It gives it to Bronson. Bronson goes up the right side. He's pushing through tackles. Ball came out. I think it's wrapped up by the Ardmore Tigers, and that's going to be a turnover fumble inside the 5-yard line. Ardmore's going to take over inside the 5-yard line, 1st and 10.
First mishap there, just trying to run up in the hole. Coach Parker's out there to give Bronson a slap on the helmet and tell him that's okay.
Yep. He was dragging a couple Tigers with him, and somebody just got the hand on the ball, and the ball popped out. Recovered right there by the Tigers.
They got
you don't
98 yards to go.
You don't think we're going to hit on that this week? We might have a whole day of practice just hanging on to the ball.
You might see him walking around the halls of the school with the football tucked away.
We're seeing some of our JV players coming out there now. I just noticed. We'll get their names for you as we see them.
Tigers deep in the backfield. Give to the running back. Riddle turns it back to the inside. He gets hit hard. Out to about the 9-yard line. Riddle trying to make his way through. He just took a punishing hit right there at the 9, knocked to the ground. We're under 4.5 minutes to play.
Chase Couture with a tackle really blew him up on that. He kind of got rolled up from the backside, but Chase hit him up high, and that was a big blow there that running back took.
2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. Ball in the middle of the field. King under center. Takes the snap. He gets it to the running back. Big hole right there. He's out across the 10, 15, 20. Out to the 23-yard line. Ball on the ground. And they're going to say he was down. That's going to be a 1st down for the Tigers.
Javion Riddle running through a big hole. I want to say Couture chased him down again from the backside. Ball did come out, but it looked like his knee was probably down on that one. Almost 3.5 minutes to go.
3:46 to be exact. Ball in the near hash. 2 receivers right, 2 backs in the backfield. Hawthorne in front. Ball goes to Riddle. He follows his blockers. He tries to kick it to the outside, but he's wrapped up by the Bulldogs, and that's going to be a loss. Down around the 22-yard line.
Avalos.
Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
You know, when Avalos gets on you, we might ought to call him the pit bull. He does not let loose. I'm serious. Have you seen him miss a tackle? When he gets around you, he's going to bring the guy down. Yeah. It might take another person to help him, but when he wraps around your legs, he doesn't let go. Avalos is like a pit bull out there.
Pound for pound, he's probably one of the strongest guys out there. King at quarterback. He gives it to Riddle. Riddle goes to the right side. He follows his blockers, turns it back to the left. He makes one man miss. Jack Eubanks jumps on his back. He drags him down out to the 39-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Tigers.
First down, that's a good, strong run by Riddle. Really showing his ability to break tackles. Both teams are tired, you can tell. Defense on the Bulldog side, Priceville side, just showed out tonight. So proud of these guys. 13 points on the board. One of them, a 100-yard kickoff return.
Tigers have the ball on the far hash. They give to King. King gives it to Riddle off the right side. He's following his blockers. Cole Oliver jumps on his back, brings him down out at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 6. Clock's down to 2:20.
I think Coach Snyder's just saying we're going to run the ball, fellas, the rest of the game.
Keep the clock moving. And let's
keep the clock moving. Let's both get out of here.
Yep. Boss Clemens checks into the game.
Sincere Baker comes to the sideline. Boss Clemens, like you said, on the far side, running DB responsibilities over there.
2 receivers left. They give to the running back. He's hitting the backfield. Cole Oliver drags him down.
Good play to get in the backfield there by 54. Really just kind of manhandled his blocker there. We still got our defensive line out there, though. Patel's had a great night.
It's a new running back for the Tigers, number 32. I do not have him on the roster for Ardmore. I'm sure it's going to be one of their JV guys that's subbing in the game, getting him some varsity reps.
Notice that Eli Reed has come out there, David, on defense. 27, he's a freshman linebacker.
The snap they give to the running back. He comes to the near side, turns it back to the middle. He's wrapped up by the Bulldogs. That's going to be close to a first down out at midfield. He's brought down at the 50, and that should be enough for an Ardmore Tiger first down.
Most of our defense is out there. We got a few pieces there that we've plugged in from the underclassmen side of the ball. But they're all playing hard out there. Still got some good starter leadership out there that's got a lot of pride. They don't want to see Ardmore go down the field and score here. There's only 45 seconds to go.
This could be the last play of the game. Ball at midfield. King takes the snap. Gives it to the running back. Running back
good tackle.
Gets out across the 45 down to the 44-yard line where he's brought down.
Caden Carty on that tackle there.
That's going to be close to a first down. Let's see. Nope, he's going to be 3 yards short.
We got one more play here. The band has been good tonight, man. They've been striking it up. They've been loud.
Snap. To give to the running back. He's off right tackle. He's down to the 40-yard line. Down to
impressive. 30. Bulldogs make a statement. We come into Ardmore, collect some rent, go home with the W.
And that's going to be your final score. Last score 49-13. Bulldogs come into region play with a statement win, 49-13. We'll be right back in just a minute. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Call Sharp Roofing and Construction for all your insurance restoration needs. From hail and wind damage to interior water claims, our team of professionals can handle it all. We specialize in restoring your property and getting you back into your home quickly. Leave the work to us. Call us today at 256-580-6075. Look us up on Facebook or visit our website at sharproofingandconstruction.com. Sharp Roofing and Construction proudly supports Priceville Bulldog Athletics.
Taking care of your smile is as important as anything you do in your life, and your smile is our business. Welcome to Citizen Family Dentistry, where a family of citizens are helping their patients keep their smile in tip-top shape. Dr. David, Dr. Peyton, and Dr. Blair Citizen offer exceptional dentistry in a friendly and relaxed environment with a trained and trusted team of dental hygienists and dental assistants. 2 locations: Valor Village in Priceville and 819 Highway 31 in Hartselle, welcoming new patients of all ages. Citizen Family Dentistry. Your family's smile is our priority.
Now more Bulldog play-by-play on Fun Radio, Fun 104.9.
Man, what a big win, Bubba. 49-13. I don't think anybody on the Priceville Solids thought that we were going to come in and dominate that kind of game from start to finish. But, you know.
I mean, I know I had some high hopes and some good thoughts. You know, you come in and think, you know, we might do okay. We've played 2 good games so far this season. I don't think anybody would have thought that. We were 2-point underdogs on the road at Ardmore, which is an impressive team. Obviously, they went 8-2 last year, so they've made a statement in our region. But man, the growth and the difference that I've seen in our team from last year until now, and I don't think that's a bad team we just beat.
No, I don't.
I really don't. I think they're a good team.
I think that's I agree 100%. And even watching them, you know, hats off to the defense. You know, that's one thing that we've watched over the last few weeks. Even you take last week at Brewer, you know, Hunter Knight was able to he was able to get free a couple times. They were able to get some plays in the air, but you know, Alex King wasn't able to do anything in the air. I think they had one good solid play to Noah Stafford, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But really that was it. The rest of the time it was them trying to get the offense going behind the 2 running backs that they've got. And our defense was ready for the challenge. And, man, what a statement win. First region win here in to start the season.
I just love the way they fly around. They just fly around. They're confident. They play fast. They believe in each other. The coaches call the plays, and they believe in it. It's a collective effort of just, man, it's impressive to watch. I'm excited. I mean, this is one game in the region, but something that we can build on.
We're going to send it down to Bo Goss. He's with Coach Parker.
For sure. All right, I'm with Coach Parker. Coach, what a wonderful, wonderful win. Come out playing our first region game, and we showed up and showed out. How you feel?
Man, I'm exhausted, man. You know, had a long week with my health, man. And I'm so proud of these dudes, man. I'm proud of these coaches. You know, I wasn't able to do quite as much as I do most weeks. And, man, my coordinators and all these assistants did a phenomenal job, man. Hats off to them. But our kids freaking worked all year for these last couple games and everything after this, man. But I tell you what, the way we got after this week, the way we got after in the weight room, it showed tonight.
I can tell you, Coach, I was talking to several of the coaches throughout the game, and they all say nobody's going to work harder than a Priceville Bulldog, and I can tell you it showed tonight.
That's right, man. Listen, we put in a lot of work since November. I've said that, you know, and 2-8 will leave some scars on you, man. But, hey, 3 ain't enough for us. We're ready for next week.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Go Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, thank you.
Man, a lot of excitement right there with Coach Parker. You know, he's glad to get the win. He's got I'm going to say the monkeys off his back because, you know, last year, you know, he felt the pressure. He felt the pressure from the community. There's a lot of pride in our community to play our kind of football, especially coming out of what Coach Foster did for so many years. We had a winning culture right there, and he comes in, he feels the pressure. But man, what development we've seen over the last 12 months to take the strides to be able to come in and dominate a game like this, and we are not done.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the monkey's just off his back. I think he put the monkey in the zoo.
Yeah,
he locked the monkey up tonight. And he can play now going forward. I think it's really going to, honestly, I think it's going to open it up even more. I'm excited to see what we do this week in practice and then how we come out and play next week against a really good West Morgan team.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're going to be ready to go. But that's another game that we've got circled on our schedule.
Send it down to Bo. He's got Coach Burke.
Man, I am with defensive coordinator, strength and conditioning coach, Coach Austin Burke. Coach, everybody in the stands, everybody on this field, myself, everybody in Priceville Bulldog Nation, we saw bigger, we saw faster, and the defense just played their hearts out. Tell us what you're feeling.
Man, I'm excited, man. We did a great job. Kept the game plan simple. Really just tried to suffocate what we could. what they were doing. They got us on a trick play down there a little bit. We kind of ran something that I didn't call, but, we make a mistake every once in a while. We got straightened up in the second half, kept them shut out in the second half, so it's a good night.
I can tell you, Coach, at one point, I saw you grab your defensive leaders, pull them to the side on the sidelines, and you had your marker out, and you were making changes on the fly. How much fun were you having tonight?
Oh, it's always fun when we win, and when we can hold an opponent to 13, it's a good night. It's a good night for the defense for sure.
And not to mention, I love the chest bump you gave me earlier, knocked the headset off. He was that fired up. Guys, Coach Austin Burt, congratulations. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Bo. We're here at Ardmore High School. We're going to send it over to Ken. He's got a scoreboard for the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. Here's Ken.
Hey, Ken with the Gilbert and Ball Ford scoreboard update. Arab 21, Sardis 15 in the fourth. Cold Springs 35, Susan Moore 22 in the fourth. Fairview 42, West Point 7 in the fourth. Jasper 35, Decatur 7 in the fourth. And Austin 23, Sparkman 7 in the fourth. Go Bulldogs, and sending it back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Ken. Unofficial stats for tonight's game, 529 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs. 529. I'm going to repeat that. 529.
Is that Priceville math or where
This is Common Core math. This is Common Core math. 529. Let me run through the numbers. Bronson, 259 yards and a score. Colton Madewell, 84 yards. Xavion, 69 yards. Sheldon, 33 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jack Eubanks, 84 yards and 3 scores. Wow.
Man,
against a good Ardmore team.
We said that the battle was going to be won in the trenches, and I would say that's a battle. But, not only that, on the offensive side, Bo, that's impressive. I mean, 586 yards rushing. But listen, I mean, we had one call back from stepping out of bounds right here, just barely. That could have been another 60 yards. But the defense, though, they won the trenches as well. Because they have some good athletes, running backs, quarterback, wide receiver on the other side that we held them basically to 6 points, right? I mean, 1 score.
That's exactly right. And Coach Earl just as fired up as the players are right now. His trenches showed up, showed out, got low, and did what they were supposed to do and played Bulldog football. I love every minute of it.
All right, guys, 49-13 is your score. We're going to send it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Radio on the Fun Media Sports Network.
Are you sure you're not paying too much for insurance? At Aiken & Associates, we offer home, auto, farm, commercial insurance. It's always a good idea to review your insurance policies periodically to ensure you have the best coverage for the best price. Aiken & Associates is an independent agency that does all the work for you by shopping your rates through multiple A-plus rated companies. Visit one of our offices in Priceville, Cullman, and Decatur. Give us a call today for a quote from Aiken & Associates Insurance Group at 256-355-8500 or visit our website at aikenandassociates.com.
Big news, North Alabama. Marshall, Morgan, and Coleman Co-ops are now united as one. North Alabama Co-op. Same trusted locations, same great service. Now one strong team. Whether you're servicing acreage for a row crop customer or for your yard, we're here to help you grow. We're proud to serve you because every community member is a member at North Alabama Co-op. North Alabama Co-op, where community meets quality.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home in Priceville? Look no further than Holly Blackwood, your dedicated real estate agent and proud sponsor of the Priceville Bulldogs. Holly Blackwood is more than just a real estate agent. She's a pillar of our community. When you choose Holly Blackwood, you're choosing someone who genuinely cares about making Priceville a better place for everyone. Trust Holly Blackwood, the community's trusted real estate agent. Contact Holly Blackwood at 256-612-0034. The last realtor you'll ever need.
Hey guys, Bo Goss with First and Sold, Marmac Real Estate. Did you know that homes sell 10 times faster during football season, and that your offer to buy a home has a greater chance of being accepted during football season? Okay, I'm just kidding. But if you would like your real estate experience to be more than just a transaction, give Bo Goss a call at 256-274-3461, and let's make a difference in our communities we call home.
When the bugs start to crawl, who you gonna call? Call Bug Stompers. Whether it's ants, roaches, spiders, or wasps, Bug Stompers handles them all with fast, effective, and safe treatments. Our team gets rid of pests and keeps them from coming back. Don't wait until the problem grows. Call Bug Stompers now at 256-642-9403. When the bugs start to crawl, call Bug Stompers.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. For personalized service and products that fit your needs, call Alpha Agent Nick Garner at 256-343-0040 or stop in and see Nick on Highway 67 in Priceville beside the Wavaho.
Football season is here, and there's no better way to enjoy the game than with Flash Fiber Internet from Joe Wheeler EMC. With speeds up to 2 gigs, Flash Fiber gives you the power to stream every touchdown, every play, and every victory without a hitch. So visit jwflash.com and experience the winning difference of Flash Fiber. It's time to get away from that old-fashioned internet provider and take a giant step into the future with Flash Fiber from Joe Wheeler EMC. Flash Fiber, your high-speed internet connection for Morgan and Lawrence counties. Visit jwflash.com to learn more.
Friday nights in Priceville are something special, a time when our community comes together under the lights to cheer on the Bulldogs. As your state representative for House District 4, it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm committed to supporting our schools, investing in our future, and showing up for the people who make our community strong. To our student athletes, coaches, families, and fans, thank you for your dedication and spirit. Let's go Bulldogs. Go make us proud.
Paid political advertising by Friends Gillette Parker Moore, P.O. Box 164, Decatur, Alabama 35602.
Ready to give your home or business a fresh new look? Let Paintworks 35 plus years of experience bring your walls to life. We do it all: interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting. For a free estimate, call Paintworks today at 256-466-9556. That's 256-466-9556. Paintworks. We turn ordinary into extraordinary.
Now back to the game on Fun Radio.
Back to Ardmore High School. We're finishing up the game here between the Ardmore Tigers and the Priceville Bulldogs. Statement win, 49-13. Bulldogs are going to be traveling back home next week. We got a big matchup coming up.
We got a real big matchup, but I want y'all to see me. I'm down here on the field. I'm wide open. Does this look familiar?
Yeah, we saw that a little bit tonight. I want to say though, I think Ardmore, they got a lot that they're going to coach them up, but I expect them to have a really good season.
Yeah, I do too.
And I do think we got the best of them tonight. They had several missed tackles and some miscues, with turnovers and things like that. But I think they're going to have a great season. But let's give some props to what Priceville was able to do to them. I think coaching was just incredible tonight. Yeah. The play calling was just like on time. What about that misdirection play we did to Xaviano or Uriah over here in the corner? Man, I mean, it was just seemed like the whole night we were like one or two steps ahead of them.
That's right.
And then we just made plays, I believe, all night long that kind of just enabled us to have that lead. But
Bo, who are you throwing your dog bone to?
Man, my dog bone's going to Coach Earl and anybody in the trenches. I am so super proud of the trenches and Coach Earl and the way they are prepared, the way they were ready to play an outsized line versus our line. We executed, and we won the line of scrimmage all night long.
Bubba, what you going?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we could go anywhere with this. There's so many obvious ones, but I think I'm going to go with Julian Avalos. He was in on a lot of plays. I would be willing to bet he probably had at least 6, 7, 8 tackles by himself. But it was out in the open, when he's having to tackle Riddle and he had to take, the other running back. And even the quarterback, I mean, he was in on a lot of tackles. So he's consistent. You can rely on him. I'm going to go with Julian Avalos just because he probably won't ever get much love. But tonight he just does the unsung, the things that you don't see much, just consistent tackles and in on plays. I think he's a leader on defense too.
Yeah, I do want to make a quick point. I do need to mention Coach Matt Duggar for the help that he's doing on the trenches as well. I just mentioned Coach Earl, but Coach Matt Duggar's right there with him.
Well, my dog bone's going to go to the Priceville coaching staff. You made the comment just a second ago, and I don't think it could be a truer statement that where the coaches were one step ahead of everything that Ardmore did. He threw the entire playbook at them, and it was just every single drive you could tell that they had a plan. And it's first drive, we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Second drive, we're going to show them this. Third drive, we're going to show them this. And that entire first half was a different look, a different person. And then we come into the second half, put up 21 points in the second half, all on what was working.
Yeah.
And man, that was a great coached game by the Coach Parker.
Good point. So going into this West Morgan, what are they gonna key on?
I don't know. They better pick something and start working on it for every day because we got a lot of bag of tricks up our sleeve. But 529 yards unofficially on the ground by 5 or 6 different backs. I mean, you look at what Jack did in the first half, just getting the game under control. What a first half by him. But the thing I see, we played 3 games right now, and you saw what Colton Madewell did against Columbia. You saw what Bronson did last game. You're spreading the love. Jack comes in and has a dominant first half performance, but it's not just him. It's him. Madewell had a good game. Bronson had another really good game. John Scott Crispin gets flipped over to the defense side because of an injury with Reamer. He comes in with a timely fumble recovery. We turn around, put points on the board.
Yeah.
Man, just all around team effort, and hats off. I'm proud to be a Bulldog.
Yeah. I would love to say, too, hats off to both communities. The Priceville community showed up tonight.
Yeah.
And this place was packing. Everybody was here. Everybody was supporting the team, the coaches, everybody involved. Same on the other side. Hats off to the Ardmore community. Everybody was nice. It's been just an enjoyable football night.
Mildred's was awesome.
Mildred's restaurant was great, man. Fried chicken was off the chain.
Well, guys, we got a big one next week. Back to Priceville High School for a home game, a rematch against the West Morgan Rebels. That's going to be a big one. I know Coach Parker's ready to show. I mean, like we said, this week and next week's going to be a measuring stick of where we are. We showed out tonight. Let's get back to business and let's go back home and be prepared for the Rebels.
We're 0-0 headed into this week.
That's right. Well, guys, that'll do it from Ardmore High School. We're going to sign off 49-13, your final score here. Priceville's 3-0, 1-0 in region, headed back home to play. You're listening to David Sharp, Bubba Thrash, and Bo Goss, Bulldog Radio. Good night.
A dependable lawnmower is just about the best thing you can own. Until it quits. Discount Auto Parts on Alabama 67 in Priceville is the #1 store in North Alabama for lawnmower parts, both new and aftermarket. All brands: Kawasaki, Craftsman, Briggs & Stratton, Honda, Black & Decker, Toro, Ryobi, Troy-Built, and more. Discount Auto Parts has in stock or can get lawnmower parts within a day. Get the right lawnmower part at the right place. Home owned for over 3 decades. Priceville's Discount Auto Parts.
Owen Home Appliance Center has the appliances you want at prices matching their competitors. Find new appliances from well-known brands like GE, Frigidaire, Electrolux, and Hotpoint, along with scratch and dent and gently used appliances to fit your budget. Owen Home Appliance also carries comfortable Franklin furniture recliners made in Houston, Mississippi, located on the left at the end of the 231 detour at Cateco, or at the end of the Cateco Floret Road. Quality products, quality service, quality pricing. It's in the name. Owen Home Appliance Center.
Warm and welcoming, the city of Priceville is a vibrant community growing within the Great Tennessee Valley. I'm Mayor Sam Heflin, and with our city council welcoming new visitors, new residents, and new businesses to our town. There's a lot to like here. Lots of amenities, abundant green spaces, and the friendliest folks in North Alabama. Welcome to the crossroads of North Alabama. Welcome to Priceville. Come live with us. The city of Priceville proudly supports our Bulldogs, a special school and a special place. Go Bulldogs!
Looking to upgrade your home? Natural gas appliances heat faster, last longer, and cost less to run. From high-efficiency water heaters to natural gas ranges, dryers, and outdoor grills, even generators providing the performance and savings you're looking for. Visit WheelerBasin.com. Proudly serving Falkville, Priceville, Somerville, Trinity, and surrounding areas.
Now more Bulldog play-by-play on Fun Radio, Fun 104.9. have been listening to Priceville Bulldog Football online at funradioal.com, on the Fun Radio Facebook and YouTube channels, and on the air at 104.9 FM. Presented by
Holly Blackwood Realty, North Alabama Farmers Co-op, Aiken and Associates Insurance Group, Citizen Family Dentistry, Sharp Roofing and Construction, Shoal Creek Baptist Church, Owen Home Appliances, Priceville Foodland, Pillbox Pharmacy, Discount Auto Parts, Decatur Orthopedics, Joe Wheeler Electric, the City of Priceville, and Mayor Sam Heflin, Paintworks, Alabama State Representative Parker Moore, Wheeler Basin Natural Gas, Bug Stompers, and by Alpha Insurance and Agent Nick Garner.
Priceville Bulldog Football online at funradioal.com, on the Fun Radio Facebook and YouTube channels, and on the air at 104.9 FM.